In communities across the country, hourly Amazon employees earn an average of over $23 an hour, with opportunities to grow their career and their paycheck. Learn more at aboutamazon.com.
When you haven't found love, it can feel like everyone else has. It's in every movie, every song, and all the PDA. Looking for love sucks. Thankfully, California Psychics can give you the guidance you need to find the one. We can guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. And new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com and experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, anyone who has ever had food poisoning will agree that food poisoning sucks. It's something that most of us actively try to avoid. And I say most of us because there's a small percentage of people out there who knowingly snack on expired food. And that's why doctors have released a list of 6 food items you absolutely should not eat if they're past their use-by dates. Come for the raw meat, stay for the mushrooms. I just can't believe we have to tell people this, but here we are. Meanwhile, pre-cooked pasta from Nate's Fine Foods has been recalled after listeria has killed 6 people and sickened 27 more in 18 different states. Also, eggs from Black Sheep Egg Company. They're also being recalled because of salmonella contamination. And Hormel Foods, they're recalling 5 million pounds of chicken because it might be contaminated with metal. That's the only way to say it. Metal. That's right, metal. Now, sometimes it's hard to know what is safe to eat, but you definitely know what's not safe to eat. Like, say, I don't know, methamphetamine. Now, you don't have to tell people not to eat meth, but you might have to tell your dog. A woman in L.A. found that out the hard way after her dog ate meth at the park. She figured it out when her dog, quite frankly, started acting like a meth head. There's no other way to put it. She said it started getting jittery, and then she said it did a, quote, mouth thing. And anyone that's seen anyone on meth knows what that mouth thing is. But look, you win some, you lose some. Even if you think you're eating something completely fine, maybe you'll find out it's not. Multicolored mushrooms, Miles, things like this. But today, we want to talk about that bad food experience. And it's not even necessarily food. Sometimes you do something stupid like, yeah, man, we swallowed a goldfish. Then I had diarrhea for a month and a half. So today, we want to know, what food do you think got you sick? Or what should you have never eaten?
To be a part of the big show, call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. Send your emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com. And now watch the show live on YouTube at KISW Rock.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
If you're still waiting for a sign, here's another one. At California Psychics, we reject 98% of the psychics who apply to work for us. So we only connect you with the best. That's how we can guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. And right now, new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. Dramatic sound effect incoming. Experience the joy of certainty at CaliforniaPsychics.com.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
At Lowe's, this Veterans Day and every day, verified military members, veterans, and their spouses get automatic silver status in My Lowe's Rewards with free standard shipping, plus 10% off eligible purchases with no annual limit. It's one way we honor and give back to those who have served and still do. Learn more now at lowes.com/military. 10% discount can't be combined with another offer. Exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
You're listening to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
All the Cholos, away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,421. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat on this beautiful Monday.
It is beautiful.
Exciting return of your guests is as good as mine. Our categories today. What candy the kids open first on Saturday night?
What did you open first when you were a kid?
Or Friday night, I guess.
Friday night, yeah.
Friday, Saturday, depending on the party. I mean,
I always went M&M's first. I don't know why.
I tried to save some of the bitter candies for later, like I always do when I eat a meal.
Yeah.
Save the best bite for last kind of mentality. But typically I'll get into a Reese cup.
I would kind of save, like, I want to open those first, but when I was a kid, it's like, I know I'm going to love the Reese's Cups. I could never get enough Reese's Cups, so I'd always start with M&M's.
Crackle's always a good call in my world.
Yeah.
I'm more of a chocolate guy, so I'm fair to trade on any of the hard candies.
You ever get Crackle other than Halloween?
No.
Yeah.
No, never seen it. Crunch bar,
Christmas.
sure.
Did you get...
Just because you get the little miniatures.
Oh,
in your
right.
stocking.
Okay.
Like, I don't feel like I ever see a full Crackle bar.
No.
But
everyone I know likes them, but no one I know buys them.
And you always do the dividing thing, I think. At least I did. I put them in like separate categories, like
the ones that, like the
which
sweet
ones I'm willing to
tarts and
trade,
that kind of thing.
the
Yeah.
Smarties of the world, all that crap. They kind of went into one pile, which I didn't like.
Mm-hmm. The bit of honey went straight to the trash.
We also used to get pixie sticks that were just basically straight sugar in a straw.
Yeah, but as a kid, I love those.
I knocked a few
you
of
know
those
why?
down.
Got the straight sugar in a straw.
The best version of that, though, in my world, has always been Fun Dip. Do you guys remember Fun Dip?
My kids love Fun
stick
Dip.
that you you licked it and you dunk it in powder and then you
That was big,
suck
like,
it off.
after baseball games. If you're going to watch other games, you get that Fun Dip.
Yeah, my kids are all about Fun Dip. It's all right.
The other
Just
category
sugar.
is the best cities to go if you want a nice little winter vacation.
Now, is this in the world or the U.S.?
This is in the United States.
Okay.
You just want to get away, go someplace, hopefully where it's warm. Or
Let
the
me
weather's
guess. Butte, Montana,
a
not
little-
on the list.
A little bit better. You think south on this?
Yeah.
Southwest.
Are any of them like ski towns, or are they all kind of warm?
No, these are winter vacation destinations for people who do not like the cold.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's not going to be Aspen or anything like that.
No, none of that crap. No Tahoe. No, none of the beautiful. Man, I'll tell you what. If you've ever been with someone who likes a winter vacation, it's a miserable thing.
I hate it. I just don't like the winter time. I don't like being cold. That's long and short of it. So the idea of spending money specifically
to go someplace cold.
Right. I'm like, man, I'm not okay with this. I
Oh,
don't
man.
like
What
the
about
idea.
it's got the hot tub or the heated pool?
Look, I get it.
No,
there are some
it's
elements
fun.
of it, but also I like being in Mexico and they have a pool.
I want to be outside. I don't want to have to pack 4 bags and half of them be winter coats and ski boots and skis and poles and all that crap that you got to lug around. And, you're bringing long underwear. Just to me, that is not a vacation.
No, I don't like it.
I hate it. I absolutely look. If we want to go skiing, we can do it in 45 minutes.
Right, exactly.
Or 50 minutes, depending on the traffic. We can get there.
My kid will ski every single weekend, and I never go with him. And he keeps saying, Dad, why don't you come, man? Let's just go skiing with me. I'm like, I love you, but I do not voluntarily go to snow. I understand that snow happens, but if I'm not present for it, I'm not going to go to it.
Yeah, and after 3 or 4 runs, I'm ready to hit that bar, get a beer. I
And
might
that's
do
the
2
problem.
more after that. But
And there's the thing.
Well, you
if I
gotta
go with my kid, I can't just sit at the bar and get hammered. And that's part of the thing. Like, Bud, look, I'm not against the idea, but you want to be in the snow. Your dad does not. They have a bar. That's where your dad wants to be. But if I'm here with you, I have to be somewhat responsible, which kind of defeats the purpose of going to a bar.
Best thing about the ski lodge is just a nice couple beers and the people watching.
Oh, yeah.
People who ski are good-looking people. I will give them that.
not a
No,
lot of
you
ugly
gotta
skiers.
you got to get lunchtime and get a couple pops. But the real treat is when you're done. You ski or snowboard all the way down to that lodge. Then you're hanging out. You feel like you've accomplished stuff.
Yep,
Sure.
Some guy comes up and goes, "You want to smoke a bowl outside?" You go, "Yeah, man."
We're going summer.
Then
Winter.
your girlfriend goes, "Where have you been for the last half hour?" It's like, "You smoked 2 bowls."
Yeah. Winter vacation destinations coming up. As we do, your guess is as good as mine on the way at 4:30. And today we're going to talk about food. Oftentimes, when you least expect it, you wake up in the middle of the night and you don't feel so well. We know that to be food poisoning. Sometimes you're just stupid and you eat something on a bet, or you eat something that you never should have tried in the first place, and you want to throw up right there on the spot.
Or you have food allergies and you find out after you've consumed something like, oh,
Yes.
I think I'm allergic. Like, I did not realize I was lactose intolerant, right? So when I was a kid, we were buying whole milk. I'm always getting milkshakes, but just as a child, I did not piece together. Man, that's why I poop so often, so much, and have to run for the bathroom.
Sure.
When I finally figured it out, it kind of solved the problem, right? However, that said, I will suck it up for a milkshake. I love milkshakes and everything. You're lactose intolerant. I'm like, I know I am, but the milkshake's chocolate. I'm going to drink it. The only time I forget, and I don't know what it is, we will make like a cream sauce for pasta at home. Never give it a thought. I'll wolf down 2 plates of it, man. Like 20 minutes later, it's like, I'm going to go to the bathroom and poop for the next
What do we have? We tried a couple weeks ago. We tried pork brains and milk
gravy.
Milk gravy. Okay, I could take a bite of that, and I could swallow it. All right, there's been one thing in my life.
Did you swallow it?
Yeah.
I did not swallow
Yeah.
it. I spit it back out.
Actually, 2 things in my life where I almost vomited on sight. Like,
All right.
There's one thing to just like, I don't like the taste or the texture of this. There's another thing where an uncontrollable gag reflux
It just happens.
hits you, and you feel like, and you go, and you try to keep it in your mouth.
Quick.
You blow it in your mouth. You hope nothing blows out the front, and then you really attempt to swallow it without taking a breath. It's difficult.
Raw clam.
Well, and
Why
you said
did
it was
you
so
have a
bad.
raw clam?
Because DB convinced me. We were at some fancy restaurant. He's like, "This is a thing. People are eating raw clams now." And then I didn't want to do it. I put it in my mouth, and he just looks at me and goes, "You better not puke on this bar." And I had to just chew it and get it down.
Yeah.
It doesn't even sound good, man.
It was awful.
No.
Yeah.
I went, my cousin lived here for a few
Awful.
years. He loved sushi. I love sushi. He had never been to Japanese.
Okay.
It was probably 10 years ago. Whatever
That's a
it
great
was.
spot.
It is awesome. The food in there is fantastic. Now, if you know anything about Japanese, doesn't matter what night it is, typically you do need a reservation.
Oh, yeah.
You can slide in there every once in a while and get a table. Lucky you.
We always had to get a reservation to sit at the bar.
Well, that's basically that's what this comes to. So, me and Oliver, we go to the front bar because they had 2 seats open at the bar.
I tried that one.
That's kind of what we were hoping for. We're going to just get on the list.
Sir, those are being reserved.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, no. It's at the bar. Those seats are being
And I
reserved.
told him, I was like, look, man, we might have to wait a half an hour, but there's a cool old school bar by Showbox.
Yeah, right next to it. Yeah.
We can walk up there, we can get a couple beers, we can wait for our time, then we'll come back down. Well, lo and behold, we walk in there, we get a seat right up at the bar. Now, when you sit at the counter of a sushi place, the sushi chef is often inclined to let you try certain samples that he would like you to taste. Where you're not ordering them.
He's
He's
like,
just like, here's 2 pieces, just try this to see if you like this because it's fresh. You might want to order this. I guess part of your meal. So the first one was great. I cannot remember. A fish I never heard of before. We each take a bite of it. Fantastic. The next is sea urchin. Now I am I will try anything. I will give everything a try. Now I did not know that sea urchin was done in more of like a mush. It's like baby food that is somehow contained in some seaweed or a wrapper or whatever they got. And I'm like, oh, sure, sea urchin. I know what they look like.
Yeah.
I mean, they look like something that I would assume would be like a gooey duck.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, but we get into some mush. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, all right, well, hopefully this mush tastes okay. And like with a lot of things with sushi, I'm one of those people who, like a Reese cup, I put the whole thing in my mouth.
Every time.
Because I feel like whenever I use chopsticks and eat half of a bite of something,
It's going to fall apart.
It just falls apart and breaks up.
I don't understand people that
And
don't just put the whole thing in their mouth.
I'm not skilled enough to do that. So I got to eat the whole thing. I pop this thing in my mouth and I start chewing. And that was probably the worst thing I've ever done in my life. I start chewing. Now, keep in mind, there's a glass case in front of me at this bar where all the fish is inside this refrigerated glass case. And I can see the sushi chef, and he's looking at me, and he sees the mouth blow. And you can see that I'm really, really having a hard time getting this thing. I threw up in my mouth. It got down to my stomach. It got down to my stomach, and they just really just bungee jumped right back into my mouth. And I'm like,
Did any of it leave your mouth and hit the glass?
No. I get up and go to the bathroom, and I bent over, and I threw up in a second. So I threw up the
Good
same
work
thing.
making it to the bathroom, by the way, dude.
Yeah, because that bathroom's all the way in the back and all the
It
way around the
is.
corner.
Yeah,
you are the farthest point
You
from
got to
it.
walk by every frickin' table in that establishment. God forbid I could have just blown chunks because I was feeling that way the entire way to the bathroom.
That would have been epic.
But I mean, as soon as I got there, like my body's like, now.
Yeah.
Now, boom. And I threw up everything that I already eaten. All my miso soup, my edamame, just all there, and all the good stuff that I actually enjoyed before this
About
bite of food.
$80 worth of puke sitting in the toilet.
I mean, it was, well, we hadn't got to the point where we actually ordered what we were going to eat. But at this point in time, I go back in there and like, I'm not hungry, but I'm also starving.
Right.
It's a combination of the two. It's
Now,
like,
does the chef make any more like eye contact with you since he sees you puke in your mouth?
No, he basically, when I came back, I said, he's like, you're not like that, dude. And I was like,
Oh, he called you out?
oh, well, no, dude, he saw me. He saw the whole thing.
What
'cause
gave it away?
He's right in front of me, man. It's not a very, it's maybe eight, 6 seats up there. So he's working on his stuff. He's very much paying
He's
attention.
feeling good about himself.
What's in front of him? And I'm like, that wasn't for me, man. He's like, I kind of can tell that one. But that was one time that I really thought, man, that just did not sit right at all.
The only time I've done that, it was a lima bean. And my mother was trying to I don't know why she put them on my plate. Right? Because, like, I did not ask for these. And I don't remember what the main meal was, but I ate everything else. The family's at the dining room table. And now she's like, just try a lima bean. I'm like, I really don't want to eat a lima bean. So no one's getting mad at me, but like my brother and my father start joining in, like, come on, man, just try a lima bean. This is one lima bean. How bad can it be? Just eat a lima bean. This goes on for like 10 minutes. I'm like, guys, I'm just looking at these. I can tell these are not for me. Like, just try a lima bean. Stuck my fork in a lima bean, put it in my mouth, chewed it, swallowed it, and instantly puked all over the dining room table, all over everyone else's meal. My father just kind of looks at me. He's like, you don't have to eat any more lima beans if you don't want to.
Ted, did you,
Thank you.
how old was the Chinese food you ate that one time and did not get sick? You did not get sick.
I did not.
But how old was the actual food that you ate?
Month? I'm not sure. Because it was the fall. So I had moved into that house during the summer.
All right.
So when everybody got back, we're having like a big party. We get absolutely hammered. And at some point, I remember eating Chinese food. And the next morning, we used to have like our own version of church.
Yeah.
We'd all get together in one room. And I go, hey, Scott, hey, man, I ate your Chinese food. And he goes, what Chinese food? And I go, it was in the fridge. And he's like, dude, I mean, I've been gone all summer. That has to be at least from May or April.
Oh, man.
And this was September.
You did not get sick. See, that's what's amazing.
What was it? What do you remember what the food
It was just like chicken fried rice. In retrospect, but like I was hammered, so I just started throwing soy sauce and hot sauce on it and just hammered it down. Just didn't give it a second thought.
Okay. Well, we have
months.
Snack on expired food. Don't with these 6 items. And this is from doctors who are saying, look.
Because people keep eating expired food, so they're basically just saying, like, look, we tell you not to do it. But if you're going to insist on doing it, can you not eat these 6 in particular?
And Ted, this is amazing that you were able to eat that and not die.
Especially if chicken's involved, man.
There are some items that absolutely should not pass your lips if their expiration or use-by dates have passed. You can, however, usually eat non-perishables that are somewhat past their sell-by date. The 6 prime offenders to steer clear of once the expiration date stamped on its packages has come and gone. We start with raw meat.
Who do we have to tell this to?
Raw meat such as chicken, beef, and pork should not be consumed after their expiration date. Even if you cook them, they are likely to go bad and grow harmful bacteria, salmonella, E. coli, which cause foodborne illnesses.
The meat itself will tell you if it's bad. You know, there's been a handful of times where I've had chicken in the fridge that's been in there for a little too long. I'm like, okay, let's get this thing cooked. And I'll crack open that package, and it's like, nope.
Not even.
Like,
it smells dead. I know it is dead, but it actually smells dead.
And it's a couple days past its expiration date. Like, that time is right. So don't worry. It will tell you when you don't want to eat it.
And you're right. I've definitely opened up stuff before and just went, nope, too late.
Nope, I don't.
And just like raw meat, raw fish past its expiration date is a food safety hazard. It should be eaten the day it's purchased, and within 48 hours of it's considered expired.
Really?
Signs of hazardous
raw
fish fillet.
I did not know it was that fast.
Include a slimy texture, bad smell, more reminiscent of cleaning chemicals than of the sea. Next up, deli meat and cold cuts. Once ready-to-eat deli meats and cold cuts expire, it is necessary to absolutely throw them out. This is because they become contaminated with listeria, which can continue to grow even when refrigerated.
I've been known to push the boundaries of an expiration date of deli meat.
I think everyone has. They're like, look, man, just try to avoid it.
Any deli meat that's surprisingly gray or green in color or slimier than normal has expired.
Slimier than normal?
Slimier than
slimy
normal.
at all.
Lunch meat does get slimy, though.
It does. But I'm saying
Especially
slimier than normal.
Turkey.
You ever been to Subway?
It's not freshly cut. Then we have packaged salads. Throw out pre-packaged, ready-to-eat salads the day they expire. This is because their expiration date gets nearer, the amount of germs in them grows. And because it's sealed in a bag, these germs can both cause the salad to spoil and make one sick. Pay attention to that date on the container. If you can't read it, just throw it away. Unpasteurized cheeses, I don't think I need to worry about that too much, but that's also on the list. And finally, mushrooms. You don't want to eat spoiled fungi.
Say what?
Mushrooms that have started to get slimy or discolored need to be tossed. They can carry bacteria, possibly botulism, other toxins that can leave you very sick with food poisoning or even worse, hospitalization. Best way to store mushrooms is to keep them in a paper bag lined with a paper towel in the fridge so they don't absorb excess moisture and expire too quickly.
Didn't they find you passed out on the bathroom floor?
My wife did, yeah. It was a good night. What food do you think got you sick, or what should you have never eaten? 206-803-ROCK.
In communities across the country, hourly Amazon employees earn an average of over $23 an hour, with opportunities to grow their career and their paycheck. Learn more at aboutamazon.com.
When you haven't found love, it can feel like everyone else has. It's in every movie, every song, and all the PDA. Looking for love sucks. Thankfully, California Psychics can give you the guidance you need to find the one. We can guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. And new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com and experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
At Lowe's, this Veterans Day and every day, verified military members, veterans, and their spouses get automatic silver status in My Lowe's Rewards with free standard shipping, plus 10% off eligible purchases with no annual limit. It's one way we honor and give back to those who have served and still do. Learn more now at Lowe's.com/military. 10% discount can't be combined with another offer. Exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Subject to change.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
My question, what food do you think got you sick, or what should you have never eaten? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Nicole. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello.
Hola.
Hola. So it wasn't me, but my girlfriend was watching our house while we were on vacation, and we got back, and she was telling me how she ate our grapes and got food poisoning. So she kept talking, and I was like thinking in my head, I'm like, grapes? Really? You got food poisoning from grapes? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, she keeps talking, and then she's like, oh, yeah, and I found the ice cream in your freezer, and it was medicated ice cream, mint chocolate chip, with the chocolate chips also medicated. So it was like a double whammy, and she ate the whole thing. And I was all, B-word, you did not get food poisoning. You ate too much marijuana.
Oh,
medicated ice cream. Now I'm tracking. Sorry.
Yeah.
Took me a
And
second.
I was laughing. She said she was on her knees in the shower. Like she's going to throw up. It was super funny.
She didn't realize. Had she ever been high before?
Well, yeah, and she knew it was medicated, but it was like extra medicated because the ice cream was medicated and the chocolate chips were medicated.
I got to ask you this.
Let's get it done.
Where did you buy that at a weed shop?
A friend of mine had it made. Full Tilt was making it for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I've never seen a frozen section at a weed store. So I didn't even know that was a possibility.
Some of them have
he
it.
sold it out of his house or whatever, but he's been in High Times magazine, I think, for the recipe, I believe.
Okay, all right.
I bought a sorbet once at a weed shop.
Really?
It was delicious.
What flavor?
It was like raspberry or something.
Could you taste the weed at all or no?
No. She was just like, hey, this is on sale. Like, eat this much of it, and it's worth this many milligrams. Me and my buddy were like, all right.
Did you get high?
Oh, yeah. It was one of those, like, just rainy, crappy, like, February Saturdays. Like, we didn't have anything going on. I think we were watching college hoops. Like, let's eat it.
Ted and I went down to a weed farmer's market, so to speak.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if this was the exact moment where everything kind of hit me at one time, but because we tried a lot of different stuff. But I walk up to this one guy, and he's got 2 huge jars of just what looked to be the most pristine bud in the world.
All right.
Because it was like a medical thing. This is before recreation.
Yeah.
Right.
So High Times magazine was a thing back then. And he's got a High Times magazine, and it's opened up right in front of these 2 big jars. And it's strain of the year. He won strain of the year at the Cannabis Cup or whatever the hell the deal is. There's a gold medal there or whatever. And so I'm like, oh, this is probably pretty good weed, And I look, and it's the guy in the picture, and there's the 2 jars, and I'm right there, and I'm like, yeah, man, let me try that. And, man, I hit that, and I lost my mind for about 5 minutes. I just sat there
just
like,
one hit.
Oh, my God. And so, of course, I bought it.
Yeah,
because I'm like, Jesus, man. What food do you think got you sick, or what should you have never eaten? 206-803-ROCK.
My early days of experimenting with the green stuff. The wife and I, one Sunday, I remember it was a Sunday. I had nothing to do. There was football that was on. So, all right, here we go. Here's our opportunity. Take a 10-milligram edible just because I'm experimenting with this new thing. I'm gonna dial in these edibles. I didn't. Side note, I cannot do those things. 10 milligrams is all that it took, but it started setting me off. Like I'm starting to panic just a little bit. But as it's starting to set off, I'm just gonna sit down and watch football. All of a sudden, my phone rings. It's my dad. Oh. She says, just ignore it. I was like, I can't. He's going to text and he's going to ask me what's going on. So I have to answer the phone. So I answer the phone. What's going on, Dad? And I'm talking way too doggone much. She says, hey, I'm just letting you know I'm on my way. I wanted to watch a little football with you guys. So I'm wondering if I can stop on by on my way up. And I was like, yeah, come on by. No problem. She says, why did you say that he could come over? I said, because I'm high. I can't lie right now. I don't think when I'm on this, I can't think of a good reason why he can't. Because he's going to ask why not. And I'm going to have nothing.
So really, really high.
I can't. It's my dad.
You shouldn't have answered that phone call.
I know. I shouldn't have, but I did. So he's about to come over. And so the wife leaves me so she can pick up toilet paper because we had none left. So I'm just sitting there just trying not to panic. My old man finally comes over. And I'm freaking out. I'm like, he can't know that I'm this bad high. He just can't know. Finally get him in there. We watch the Seahawks game. It's all fine. And I have just been sitting there staring at the screen. I don't even know what happened with the doggone game. I am fighting for my life. As soon as it's over, he gets up and says, well, I think I'm going to head on out. You both look like you kind of have 1,000-yard stairs going on there. I can tell you guys are tired, so I'll just leave you guys to nap. It's like, yeah, that's what it is, Dad. Have a good one. One of the worst experiences I've had, dude. It was awful.
Being with family when you're stoned sucks, man.
Yes.
Actually, the highest I got was here. We were doing Weed Week, and Robin brought in a brownie that someone had provided. I don't remember who.
Oh, yeah,
that's
says, hey, my guy.
Weed Week. Your name got pulled out of the hat. It's your damn what? Cool. Like, I have no problem with it. Yeah. So I ate the brownie. And Robin comes back like 5 minutes later and says, where's the brownie? I said, I ate the brownie. She was like, dude, that was supposed to be cut into four smaller pieces. I'm like, oh, no. I have never been that high in my life. I mean, the guessing game was...
Weren't you high like the next day?
I was high for 2.5
Those were
days.
100 a piece, each square.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was high for 2.5 days. Like, I got home, I was still laughing my ass off. My wife's like, are you seriously that high? And I explained the situation. She's like, all right, whatever, man. We're watching TV. Everything's funny. I wake up the next morning. I start laughing. And she's like, you cannot possibly still be high. I'm like, I am so high, babe. Like, and I'm just laughing my ass off. But it got to the point I wanted to not be high.
Yes.
I rarely say that, but it's like we start the show the next day. Someone else's name gets pulled out of the hat. Like, I'm still high.
I remember I drove you home that day.
Did you?
You were entertaining as hell in the back of my car.
Oh, I bet I was, man.
What food do you think got you sick, or what should you have never eaten? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Jersey. Welcome to the men's room.
Oh, my goodness, that's not their name. That was supposed to be down further. My bad. What was your name one more time?
Hello.
Jeremy?
You. Yeah. What's your name?
Jeremy.
Oh, it's Jeremy.
Hola.
Not Jersey.
I thought Jersey was a strange name, but there we go.
My bad.
So, Jeremy, what should you have not eaten?
What had happened was went down to New Orleans with the wife. We're going to look at, like, some houses and stuff. And like you do in New Orleans, we went out for drinks. Dinner the night before, we were going to look at houses. Went to a very famous oyster place down there. I'm sure you probably know of it.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time we all get in, they were pretty tuned up, and we're just crushing some oysters, having a great time. And I just get one that just kind of had that off taste to it. I swallow it down. I'm like, man, that just didn't taste too well. And I'm like, well, I hope I didn't get sick, because the next 3 days were probably the worst days of my life. I thought I was actually going to die from it. And me kind of being stubborn, not wanting to go to an emergency room in New Orleans, because that just didn't sound like the best idea to do. I waited until I got all the way back up into Seattle and immediately went to a hospital. They made me, like, poop in the little hat bucket.
I'm sure that was no problem.
Oh, yeah, not at that point, no. Like, when we were looking at houses, almost every house we looked at, I was like, yo, can I use your bathroom real quick? And just destroyed it. But so we get back to Washington, and I get a call from the health department, and they want to know, like, where I was, what I was eating, who was with me. Like, they want to know where, what, when of everything that happened, because I had vibriosis. And apparently that's really bad. From what I heard, they're saying it can kill like 1 in 5 people, but I was able to tough it out and make it through it.
So did you tell them you were in New Orleans?
Yeah, I did. I told them the restaurant name, and I told them all that good stuff too. And a little bit of research later, I found that there had been kind of a little bit of problem going on. So,
that's what look. The oysters come from the same place, so no matter what restaurant they go to, it's not necessarily the restaurant's fault. It's just that batch of oysters.
Exactly. But I will say,
yeah.
And look, I cooked in New Orleans for about a year, and I do enjoy the food, but man, be very selective about the places you go. And I've said this before, but one of the first jobs I got there, I'm working at a pizza place. And so there's the main kitchen, then you walk through a doorway, and the back part of the kitchen just had all the pre-made dough that we'd done and all this kind of thing, all the vegetables, blah, blah, blah. So they send me back there to grab something, and when I walk in there, there's going to be like 100 pigeons in there, right? And like they're standing on top of the tomatoes, pecking it. They're standing on the dough, pecking at that. They're essing everywhere. They're doing what pigeons do, right? So yeah, I like chase all these freaking things. I've just never seen anything like this in my life, right? So I'm like, oh my God, man. So I'm screaming at these things, and I get them all out of this back door, and the back door opened up to a parking lot. So I close that door, walk out front, and the guy that's training me, I'm like, hey, man, I just went in the back. I mean, there's like 100 freaking pigeons eating all the food. He's like, well, what did you do? I said, I shoot them out and close the door. He's like, yeah, you got to open that door back up. I said, I don't think you understand what I walked into, man. If I open that door, these pigeons are coming back in. They were like the seagulls from Finding Nemo. They're all, when I got them outside, they're all just standing like in this huge group, just staring at me. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So I closed the door. He's like, dude, you got to open it because it gets too hot in here. This is New Orleans. I said, man, but the birds are going to come in. He's like, yeah, man. We just cut those parts of the tomatoes off, and you can knead like their poop and their footprints out of the dough. So I'm like, are you being serious right now? He's like, brother, you got to open the door. And he's right. It started getting hot. Sure enough, I opened the door, and these pigeons are still standing there. Like they already knew brother's going to come back and open that door. Dude, I opened the door. As soon as I turn my back and start walking into the kitchen, you can hear them flying back in. They get back to eating the food, and none of the guys that cooked that did a bother. He's like, yeah, man, I mean, if you can, like, pull a turd out of the dough. And I'm like, you're being serious. He's like,
did you ever eat the pizza there?
No, not after that, man.
Oh, really?
No. Ted, seriously. I'm like, absolutely not. But so there were just little things like that throughout New Orleans where I'm like, man, the food is good, but I don't know if they even have a health department. It's just nothing matters. I just cook it anyway, right?
Mm. What food do you think got you sick, or what should you have never eaten? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Annie. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello. Hola.
Hola.
So, Annie, what food got you sick?
Well, this was an ex-husband. He was from New Jersey. I grew up in Kentucky. And we had spent several Thanksgivings with my family and pretty much dreaded it because my mother could not cook a turkey to save her life. Everything else was fine, but the turkey was terrible.
Was it just dry? Did it taste bad? What?
Dry.
Okay.
Dry. I mean, like, take a bite of turkey, gulp down some water. Take a bite of turkey, gulp down some water. She had an aversion to any fat, so she never put butter or olive oil or anything like that on it.
Well,
damn, that sounds awful.
It's worse in my experience on a Thanksgiving dinner with my ex-wife and her aunt and uncle.
All right.
I went over there, and they brought the turkey out, and they asked me to carve the turkey.
Okay.
All right. I got no problem doing that. I know how to do it. So the turkey's in the pan. I'm looking at it. The skin on it is really loose. It doesn't really have any kind of a crispiness to it. It was not a bagged turkey. It had It had no color. It had been cooked for a long period of time, from what I understood. And so I start cutting into half of the turkey. Basically, take the legs off. They're relatively fine as far as I can see. Get the wings out of there. Start cutting into the breast, and it is juicy, and it is soft, and it's got this pink hue to it. And I'm like, I don't want to say anything, but because I've already separated the turkey. So now I take a piece off the leg, and I'm like, the leg looks pink, but the leg sometimes looks pink. Anyway. Sometimes. Right. So you never know about that. I start cutting in the breast, and I'm like, I don't think this is done. She's like, I've cooked this thing for X amount of time based on the poundage and all that stuff. And so I did not eat the turkey. I just kind of watched as everyone, I was just trying to get an initial reaction to it. Right. But they smothered it all in gravy and everything else. I'm like, that turkey is not done, man. It's not done. X asked her later on about her preparation and if she brined the turkey or whatever, and she said, no, I took it out of the freezer and put it in the oven.
Oh, my God.
Oh, well, there you go. And I'm like, oh, my God.
So she put this frozen-ass turkey.
A frozen turkey. For 3.5 to 4 hours, whatever it was. But I mean, by the specs, it just was frozen.
Right.
No one got sick. That was the most amazing
But you
thing.
didn't have any turkey.
I did not touch it. They're like, you don't like turkey? I'm like, nah, I'm not really big on turkey, which is a total lie. I like turkey because it's never available. So it's not the greatest thing in the world, but I like a turkey sandwich. I like turkey in general.
Well, and I think it's
part of the meal.
And most of it nowadays, like we talked about, but people just cook turkey different. It's so much better than it used to be.
Oh, God, yeah.
Even just brining it, and you, I mean, if you roast it, it's fine. But, like, I don't know. Now you go places and you're looking forward to the turkey, whereas turkey was always just kind of there.
It was just there. Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. One of the juiciest turkeys, baked turkeys I've had. Ted, I believe you were part of this.
Oh, the upside down world.
We cooked it upside down. Not on purpose, mind you. All right. So we're looking at the turkey like, what the F, man? And they're like, okay, it's upside down. So when we pull it out and flip it right side up, it was
a little wet, but moist. It's got to be moist.
But it looked more white than brown. Right? And we're like, I don't know. But there's no backup plan. But we cut into this turkey. It was some of the best turkey ever.
Yeah.
So at this point, I'm like, cook it upside down, man.
Good news is I go back to West Virginia for Thanksgiving. My sister is picking up a turkey from Popeye.
Oh!
I've never had one.
Is she really?
I've never had one.
They're awesome.
She sometimes goes like to a Whole Foods and gets most of the meal.
Yeah.
Kind of like the turkey's already cooked, a breast or whatever the deal is.
Does she already have it like being reserved?
Apparently, they're making a lot more this year.
Okay, because I know those things.
It's easier. It's easier. I don't know if she's done it yet, but I mean, there's like 3 Popeyes en route. That she can stop and get them if it doesn't work out. So apparently, when she picks me up from the airport, there's going to be a smell of the Popeyes turkey in the car.
Let me know how good that is.
Pretty good. What food do you think got you sick, or what should you have never eaten? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Adam. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bicholas.
Hola.
All right, guys, you got to let me get all the way to the end of the story for it to really be good.
Okay.
All right. So, about 10, 12 years ago, I'm going on a late bow hunting trip over to Iniat up by Lake Salan. We're on our way. We stop in Leavenworth. I grab a Gatorade, a meat stick, a piece of string cheese, eat that on the way.
You're living.
We go out. What's that?
I said you're living.
It's exactly what I would have grabbed, man. I'm right there with you.
Living hard. So we get there, we go scouting, mess around for a few hours, eat some bratwurst for dinner. I drink about 6 Bud Lights because I party hard. And about 2 hours later, I start throwing up. And granted, it's late November in Lake Chelan area. It's 7 degrees out. We're camping in an RV, but don't want to use the toilet. So there's a cement outhouse. And once I get done throwing up, I have to go poop. So I'm going back and forth between the RV and the cement toilet. I relieve myself multiple times. I come back in, sit down in the trailer, take a sip, the tiniest sip of water, and my butthole clenches, and I got to run back to the cement outhouse. I spent 3 days eating absolutely nothing, barely drinking any water. I ended up losing 15 pounds.
Jesus Christ, man.
When I got back, the whole time I thought the beer was the problem. I thought like a rat peed on the case of beer or something. And
that's
and
the conclusion you reached. Okay.
So I didn't drink any beer the rest of the time. I get home, I'm washing off all the beer. I talk to my neighbor that cut down my tree for $150.
Ah, yes.
And he's asking me about the trip, and I'm telling him what's going on. And he goes, "What kind of string cheese was it?" And I said, I don't know. It's whatever brand. And he goes, "I saw it on the news. They had a recall on that cheese."
Oh.
So one little piece of string cheese gave me food poisoning. I could not eat for 3 days, lost 15 pounds. And the good thing is I've never gained it back.
Did your buddies get any? Did they get any kills?
No, I have hiked up and down the mountains, sicker than a dog, not being able to eat or drink, and I was worn out every night.
Hey, man, how long ago was this?
Like 12 years ago, I think.
I think I remember that string cheese recall.
The string cheese incident?
Yeah, the string cheese incident. I think I vaguely do remember that. I don't know if I've ever had. There's always a food recall. Like every day in the news, something is being recalled for something's going to, make your ass explode or kill you or whatever. I don't think I've ever had a food or a food product that's been recalled.
Yeah. Well, good. Unpopular
Bad
opinion,
salads.
but I'll tell you this right now. I think string cheese sucks.
Really? I like string cheese.
I think it's just the worst. I like the little ones that are in the little...
Bluebell or whatever
I just don't like
That's a Baby Bell.
I don't like the string part of the cheese.
Well, those are two different cheeses.
We'll just
Well,
eat
I know.
it as a
Yeah.
cheese stick. Like, I don't rip it apart. Some people actually rip it apart. I just eat it
That
like
can't
a
be
Slim
that
Jim.
can't be the same cheese that's in a mozzarella stick.
I believe
It
so.
basically is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because string cheese is mozzarella, and the Baby Bells, I believe, are Gouda. So
Are they
they're
Gouda?
two different. Maybe you just don't like mozzarella.
Oh, I like mozzarella. I just don't like it in the string form. I like it in a ball every time.
Do you
I'll
ever
cut
just
it up.
munch on it like a Slim Jim like Steve's talking about?
No, I'd never.
That's the way to go.
Yeah.
If I'm at home, like eating a string cheese, and I take my time and I pull it apart.
Do you actually pull it apart?
Yeah, but if I'm just like hammering down a quick snack because I want something, then you just eat it like a sausage stick.
Yeah.
What food do you think got you sick, or what should you have never eaten? 206-803-ROCK.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
At Lowe's, this Veterans Day and every day, verified military members, veterans, and their spouses get automatic silver status in My Lowe's Rewards with free standard shipping, plus 10% off eligible purchases with no annual limit. It's one way we honor and give back to those who have served and still do. Learn more now at lowes.com/military. 10% discount can't be combined with another offer. Exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
In the UEFA Champions League, every moment is a story.
Paris Saint-Germain have won the Champions League.
And every great story needs an audience. Feel every match.
Mbappe in the middle.
Every goal.
Oh, would you believe this?
From the best clubs.
Real Madrid strike.
And the biggest stars.
Bukayo Saka scores.
This is the world's best soccer.
Momentous and iconic.
The UEFA Champions League. Stream every match live exclusively on Paramount Plus.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
At Lowe's, this Veterans Day and every day, verified military members, veterans, and their spouses get automatic silver status in My Lowe's Rewards with free standard shipping, plus 10% off eligible purchases with no annual limit. It's one way we honor and give back to those who have served and still do. Learn more now at lowes.com/military. 10% discount can't be combined with another offer. Exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. And auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
By the way, those Unwrap tickets are going fast. I believe they've almost sold out the bottom bowl, so to speak. They're opening up some seats. Any seat in there is a good one. Tickets now as low as $55, or win them tomorrow morning with the Daily Mix Morning Show about 9, 10, 9:20. All right. Somewhere in there. Your chance to win those. But if not, get those tickets now, KISW.com. Okay, this is not good. 2 new deaths, 7 more illnesses have been reported in an expanding outbreak of listeria food poisoning tied to recalled pasta meals sold everywhere from Walmart to Trader Joe's. In total, 6 people have died. 27 have been sickened in 18 states. This all started back in August. The new deaths were reported in Hawaii and Oregon. And previous deaths were reported in Illinois, Michigan, Texas, Utah. The outbreak has been traced to pre-cooked pasta produced by Nate's Fine Foods of Roseville, California. The company ended up recalling 245,000 pounds of pasta.
Damn.
Linguine, fettuccine, penne, and other products sold to large producers of the heat and eat meals and pasta salads. The chicken fettuccine Alfredo and meatball linguine products are identified in the outbreak. Fresh Realm, the San Clemente, California company that produces those meals, used genetic sequencing to confirm the outbreak. But if you have those, you should throw them away.
Oh, yeah.
Sprout smoked mozzarella pasta salad. Giant Eagle smoked mozzarella pasta. Thank God we don't have a Giant Eagle out here. Kroger, don't worry about that one. Scott and John shrimp scampi with linguine bowls. Trader Joe's Cajun-style blackened chicken breast fettuccine Alfredo. That would be what I would buy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Albertson stores recalled their store-made pasta deli salads. Market Side linguine with beef meatballs and marinara. Market Side grilled chicken Alfredo with fettuccine and Home Chef chicken fettuccine Alfredo are all part of that recall. Our question, what food do you think got you sick, or what should you have never eaten? 206-803-ROCK.
One of the commenters here on YouTube says those people that died, they passed away.
Oh, damn
It's too good.
Yeah.
Hello, John. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, boys.
Hola.
Hey, checking in from the Western chapter of the fan club for Ted, comptroller here.
Oh, nice. Good to hear from
I
you.
wanted to say, hey, thanks, man. We're trying to catch up with you. Miles, your story about the frozen turkey just about made me want to F and puke in my mouth, bro.
Here's the problem. Look, I know them, and knew them, but I'd never really been over to their house for dinner before.
Yeah.
So I just kind of assumed they knew what they were doing, but I didn't.
If you're going to host,
it wasn't my place to say something. Like I was like,
Thanksgiving's a tough
my
meal
God,
too, because
dude.
some people grow up like, I know somebody that they just grow up with very dry dressing.
sure.
So to them, that's how it should taste.
I mean,
but
look,
it's awful.
I wouldn't comment on the taste of anything to anyone,
No,
but
no.
if the turkey is undercooked, say, hey, man, I don't think this is safe to eat.
also, it was my job to carve it. So I'm sitting there doing it like, this is not going to be good.
Taking the frozen turkey and tossing that thing into the oven, like that's disgusting. It's a little bit about my story, and it's not that great of a story. I didn't lose 15 pounds, but I lost 10 pounds in 3 days. Right as the pandemic was kind of coming out of it, I was on a budget, and I had 2 or 3 nights a week. I had Marie Callender's turkey pot pies for dinner.
Ooh, I love
They
those.
were fine. Yeah. Well, I used to. I did it the way you're supposed to. You cook the dang thing. You know, you wrap it up in some foil. You cut the little slits in the top. It was right after I got brought back to work after being on furlough. I had been to work for about a week and ran one of my turkey pot pies, did the way it's supposed to, cooked it the way it's supposed to go. It crisped up on the top. Well, basically what I didn't know is, you know how an oven has a boiler, like a coil on the top and then a coil on the bottom?
Yeah.
You know, like there's two heating elements. The bottom element had gone out my oven, and I didn't know it. So I ran the thing for an hour like the way you're supposed to. It looked the way it was supposed to. I covered it up. I let it sit for about another hour, drank a few beers, hung out, listened to you guys on the radio for an hour, turned it back on, you know, warmed it back up. The whole time, the bottom element in my oven wasn't working. So I pulled it out a couple hours after it looking perfect, and it was bubbling the way it should have. And I mounted that, and it tasted fine. It looked fine. And within about 2 hours, I was in trouble. And it was about 8 p.m. in the evening, and I called out to work the next day. I didn't have to be there till 7. I was like, I'm not coming in tomorrow. They're like, okay, classic John. Like, you know, you've been out of work for 3 months, and now you're calling out. You know? And they said, well, call us in the morning. Call us in the morning and tell us how you're doing. And I called them at 4 a.m. the next day saying, I've been on the toilet all night. I'm throwing up. I'm not coming in. They said, you better go to the doctor. And I said, you're damn right I'm going to the doctor, because I knew I was in bad shape. And I thought maybe I had COVID. I didn't know that the element, the bottom element, my oven wasn't working.
Well, it was something else, because
all that.
the ingredients on the inside for the chicken is already cooked.
Yeah, I was going to say it should be cooked
Yeah,
already. Right?
so it wasn't the chicken. It wasn't the chicken that did the damage. So I'm not sure what happened there.
Boys, you would think. That's what you sound like my job, man.
Well, no, this is just logic.
Right.
This is logic, like a hot dog.
But
You're not going to get
obviously-
sick eating an uncooked hot dog because it's already been cooked.
Right.
No. There was something wrong with it.
Pro
There
tip:
was something wrong with it.
next time, go
It didn't
claim
cook all the
jumpers.
way. It just didn't cook all the way.
All right, well, I'm telling
Yeah.
you, go claim jumpers. That's a better pot pie. In my old world, I'm a pot pie connoisseur.
No, it was
And claim
because my
jumpers
oven
is the
was messed
supreme.
up. My oven was messed up. I went to the ER. I went to the walk-in clinic. I thought I had COVID. They tested me, and they're like, "No, you don't have COVID." I was so sick that I was pouring sweat off the brim of my cap, sitting. And the doctor came in and was like, "Man, there's something wrong with you." And I said, I think it's this pot pie. I'm pretty sure it was because my oven wasn't working. It didn't cook it all the way through. It never even came close to cooking all the way through. And I thought it did. It's not as good as losing 15 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, Miles is right. There could be anything in that pot pie if it's not cooked.
Yeah.
It could have been the vegetables. More than likely,
it's
a carrot or it's a pea.
It's like 9 times out of 10, I feel like when there's a food recall, like sprouts always do poorly, spinach always does poorly, lettuce always does poorly. I'm just like, and look, I don't like vegetables, so part of me does not care at all. But then the other part of me is like, people are actually trying to be healthy.
Right.
By eating this crap, and then it's taking your ass out and putting you in the hospital.
What food do you think got you sick, or what should you have never have eaten? 206-803-ROCK.
Yeah, I went through a quick, 6 months phase where I would get sandwiches and always put sprouts on them.
Mm-hmm.
So, extra way to kind of just get some. And then, you read about all the recalls and then how much is in sprouts, and it's really not worth it to even
I
bother.
think sprouts and spinach, man, I would just steer clear.
I do like spinach, though. Spinach salad's top notch.
Okay.
Get those little cranberries in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Spinach and cranberries. You're telling me these flavors work together?
You never had a spinach salad?
Bro.
With goat cheese and some walnuts.
You
and
know who you're
cranberries.
talking
Is it cold?
to, right?
Yeah.
Come down off the hill, Ted.
And a vinaigrette.
No, come down off the hill,
It's
bud.
delicious.
All right.
Damn, God forbid you guys had some class.
Come on, bud.
No, I am not classy enough to eat that.
Yeah. Well, Mike, I like to look down on people when I eat my spinach salad.
Yeah, that's fair.
But even if I go to Evergreens, Whatever salad I get, I will almost always get a spinach base.
I have never been to Evergreens. It's
shocking.
Right. There's literally nothing on that menu that appeals to me.
No, and there's nothing that they could make you either because they got a bunch of wraps and they're all fantastic. I love them. I get the wraps all the time.
For people that like vegetables, my understanding is that Evergreens is a great spot. And I'm like, cool. They don't have any ingredients for me to eat.
Do you like quinoa?
No.
Okay.
I mean, look, I don't hate quinoa.
I was going to throw you a curveball here.
You like some of the pickled vegetables. That's about it.
Maybe. Yeah, that'd be about it.
What food do you think got you sick, or what should you have never eaten? 206-803-ROCK.
And I don't know why. If you have pickled onions, I'm like, oh, this place is fancy.
I love pickled onions.
I know. It's like, oh, they're doing it right. Pickled onions.
Hello, Chris. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
At Lowe's, this Veterans Day and every day, verified military members, veterans, and their spouses get automatic silver status in My Lowe's Rewards with free standard shipping, plus 10% off eligible purchases with no annual limit. It's one way we honor and give back to those who have served and still do. Learn more now at lowes.com/military. 10% discount can't be combined with another offer. Exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
We know you're uncertain about psychics. Is this fortune teller you found on a forum legit?
Your one true love is... me!
That's why California Psychics reject 98% of the psychics who apply to work with us. We guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. New customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. So experience the joy of certainty at CaliforniaPsychics.com. Experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
All right, so my story starts back in the mid-'80s when I was 14, living in northeastern Pennsylvania. My dad had gotten some smoked salmon from a buddy of his, so he decided one Saturday he was going to break it out and get it all up for all of us. And then at that age, he gave me one pina colada to drink with it. Everything was good until that night, and then all of a sudden I got super sick, couldn't stop throwing up. My parents started freaking out, wondering what was going on because they were fine. Ended up taking me to the hospital, find out some reason I got food poisoning, was down for 3 days, couldn't eat anything, crap coming out both ends, all that wonderful stuff. Jump until now, up to that day, because of that incident, I cannot eat fish or pina coladas. The smell.
Well, you can avoid
right
you can avoid pina coladas, but living here is kind of tough to avoid salmon.
Sure.
Absolutely. So my wife wants to like, hey, let's have fish, and I'm like, no. You can have it all you want. I will go somewhere else.
Have you had fish even once since the smoked salmon incident?
I have, because we found fish that didn't smell like fish and didn't have that fish taste, so I could actually eat it. But anything that somewhat is closely to smoked salmon or that fish smell, nope, can't touch it.
See, I love smoked salmon, man.
Me too.
I eat that crap all the time.
Salmon dip.
What part of Pennsylvania are you from?
It's Susquehanna County, up there, a little town called Montrose.
Oh, I remember the Sammy Band, yeah.
Okay.
That's got to be like Western PA?
No, you said Northeastern, right?
Northeastern, about 20 miles south of Binghamton, New York.
Okay,
All
so
right.
with that in mind, have you heard of Towanda, Pennsylvania? It's a little more center located, but again, maybe 9 miles south of the New York border.
Heard of it, never been there, though.
You're missing out.
Yeah, don't bother to go. I'm just curious if you heard it, man, because that's where my wife's from. And she's like, oh, from Pennsylvania. I'm like, oh, what part? Because you always think Philly, Pittsburgh, whatever, Allentown. She's like, Towanda. And I just had this blank stare. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? She's like, Towanda. I'm like, there's no town in Pennsylvania called Towanda. But there is. Yep. But, sir, like, if you don't live in that part of Pennsylvania, you have never
I used to summer's vacation in Scranton. It's beautiful.
I would also say,
Did you?
Talk about,
oh, Jesus, man.
Scranton sucks.
No.
That guy with the fish, I think sometimes, too, it just takes time. Like, one time, I clearly overindulged, but I had some mac and cheese, like, balls.
All right.
So for, like, a few years, I just couldn't eat mac and cheese because it's just the reversal of fortune. I could still taste the mac and cheese.
So it wasn't the actual balls. It's just you got drunk.
Right. Correct. But because I threw it up, I was like,
That's
I
what you
can't
remember.
have mac and cheese. Then I started eating mac and cheese, but it took me years to eat a mac and cheese ball, which are delicious.
What's crazy to me is,
But
think
drunk
about
me
this.
and hammered down like 6 of them.
We go out, we get absolutely hammered. You wake up the next day, you puke, and it's all the booze, right?
Yeah.
You'll still go back to the bar and keep drinking Jack Daniels, and I will drink my beer and do it. Like, but if it's food, you're like, I can't eat this again. Because I always remember throwing up this food, and now I won't touch it. Booze, it's like, man, I've spewed that crap out of my face 1,000,000 times in my lifetime. I've never thought, I can't drink beer.
There is
or
certain
whiskey.
booze, though.
Like Ouzo, I won't drink, but I just don't like it. Jägermeister, I punish myself on it, but I'm like, I don't need to go down that road. But generally speaking, like if you throw up food, I can't eat the food again. Throw up booze, you're like, I can keep drinking.
Worst one I've ever thrown up was absinthe. As far as
Did
just
you
the
throw that
taste
up?
and the burn, yes.
Yeah.
It's just so minty, and it's kind of like that Yagi kind of licorice flavor.
Yagi.
I know.
Yagi.
Sounds stupid what he said.
What food do you think got you sick, or what should you have never eaten? 206-803-ROCK.
It's bartenders. It's the only people, bartenders and bar owners, the only people I know that still love Jaeger.
Oh, yeah. They'll power it down. Hello, Matt. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitch, hola.
Hola.
How's it going, fellas?
Doing well. Thank you, brother.
Well, I can't complain myself. I'm doing a lot better than I was when I ate that thing that made me puke.
Okay.
What'd you eat?
Well, I'd say, Thrill, you might be on my side on this one because vegetables are the enemy.
They are. I agree.
Yeah, no joke. Well, tell you what, I'll try to keep it short. If you ask my girlfriend, she'll tell me that that's not a problem for me. So I ended up going on a trip down to Mexico a number of years ago, and we were going out. One of the guys on the group, he was like a part owner of some fancy restaurant or something. So a long story short, we went out for lunch one day. We're going out to the nice restaurant later for dinner, so I thought I would just eat light. And I'd been good all week. You know, no ice in my drinks, no drinking the water, none of that. But I figured this one day at lunch, you know, I didn't want to overeat too much, so I got myself a taco salad.
All right.
Not thinking that they probably rinsed off every single vegetable in there with all their tap water. Anyways, fast forward to dinner a few hours later. I'm all dressed up, looking nice, fancy restaurant, everything else. And it hit, and I started grumbling in my stomach. And, man, I started throwing up so bad. I probably must have thrown up about 8 or 9 times in one dinner. It's so bad that by about 4th or 5th time of me running off to the bathroom, the wait staff noticed, and they brought out a bunch of, like, you know, little tablets and Topo Chico and all this other stuff, you know, and they said, this is what we take. So anyway, I popped all these little tablets out of their containers and swallowed them all down, washed it down with some Topo Chico, and, you know, threw that up about, you know, 2 to 5 minutes later, I was back throwing it up again. But I noticed that one of these little tablets was shaped sort of looked like rocket capsule, like kind of pointy on one end, and I didn't think anything of it because they told me it's what they take. Anyway, I got back to the table after throwing that all up, and the little finger ripped out of it. And it said,
hey, dude. Hold on, man. Your phone's breaking up. Your phone's breaking up, man. We can barely understand you.
Yeah. You still there? Yeah, we got you.
All
now.
right, there you go.
Yeah, I'm still here. Anyway, I ended up throwing up pretty much all night, and, you know, the wait staff, they brought out all these little tablets and stuff, and one of them was kind of pointy on one end. I didn't think anything of it, so I swallowed that thing down, and wasn't until I got back to our table a little while later after puking it out that I read suppositoro or suppositorio on the one end, and you know, I remember thinking it was kind of a weird shape when I swallowed it down, but I guess maybe it's for the best. I ended up puking it out about a minute later, but still, that was a bit rough. I still can't do taco salads or drink Topo Chico no more because it just brings it all back.
Well, hopefully you only put suppositories in your ass now.
Dude, there's a little tiny...
Topo Chico, it's great soda water.
Little tiny restaurant over on near Stone Way in the 7-Eleven. Used to be called Art of the Table.
Oh, yeah.
You get 7, 8 courses, whatever the deal is. Well, they moved down to Stone Way, so... but at the time, they were in this very little tiny restaurant. There was one bathroom for both men and women, and it was right beside the kitchen. Where I sat in the corner, there are maybe 3 tables.
All right.
This whole place could maybe seat 20 people.
Mm-hmm.
It was tiny, and it was narrow, and it was small. And we sit down for dinner, and all of a sudden, my stomach just hits this point where I'm like, oh, my God. Now, first of all, I got to wait for someone to get out of there for a while. It was awful. It was a very tiny bathroom. There is no exhaust fan in there.
Oh.
It is right beside, it is right beside the kitchen, okay? And I blow it up. I mean, this is one that is so thick. I mean, it would burn your eyes. Like, it was heavy and it was pungent. And I mean, it was just like I never have a crap that smells like that.
Right.
And so I courtesy flushed as fast as I can. Well, this toilet was one of those that
slow burn.
Did the real slow roll all the way around, trying to clunk, 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 clunk. Crap pops back up out of the top. You know,
This is
definitely a double flush production. I'm laying down. But then as soon as I stand up to check out what I can do, it hits me again. I sit back down. I lay it down. It doesn't smell as bad to me. It smells the same. It's awful.
Right.
Freaking awful. I go back, man. I'm just like with my tail between my legs. I'm like, man, I might have to get up and do this again. We haven't even eaten yet. And then, so
was it loud as well?
It wasn't too loud, no.
Was it too late to just ask for the check and go?
I think it's called Handy, whatever this place is now. But it's a small little place. One of the cooks came out of the kitchen, and he props the front door open. Now, the front door is on a sidewalk. I mean, directly on a sidewalk. Like, there's a couple right there, like a foot away from the door. He opens up the door, and then I know he opened up the door or went in the back because they had like this little curtain, and you could see it blowing.
Yeah.
Back and forth. And I'm like, and all of a sudden, my wife is like, oh, my God. Oh, my God, do you smell that? And I was like, yeah, I smell that. She's like, that is awful. Was that you? And I'm like, no. And she's like, you're the only one that's been in there. She's like, that's not food. And I'm like, okay, it's me. She's like, oh my God, we might need to leave. She's like, we might need to leave. She's like, I don't know if I could eat while smelling this thing. I'm like, well, what do you think about all the other people in there? The place is packed. That's why they moved to a bigger location, because they're always busy.
I mean, if I was already in that restaurant, fine. But if I'm with you and you did it, I'd be like, we got to go.
I mean, clearly, I walked by every single person in there just to get back to my seat.
Did you get any looks from other tables?
I got looks from the cook. Because he saw me come out. He just saw my head go down. I'm like, oh, no.
You don't want to see a grown man in the evening time come out of the bathroom and put his head down.
Yeah. I told my buddy who was a waiter there, Tyler, what happened. He's like, I heard about that. Oh, damn. He wasn't working that night. He's like, I heard about that, man. I was like, dude, that was me. He's like, there's no way that was you. I was like, I swear to God, Tyler, that was me. He's like, I don't believe it. He's like, I heard about that, man. He's like, the news travels fast. What food do you think got you sick, or what should you've never eaten? 206-803-ROCK.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
At Lowe's, this Veterans Day and every day, verified military members, veterans, and their spouses get automatic silver status in My Lowe's Rewards with free standard shipping, plus 10% off eligible purchases with no annual limit. It's one way we honor and give back to those who have served and still do. Learn more now at lowes.com/military. 10% discount can't be combined with another offer. Exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
We know you're uncertain about psychics. Is this fortune teller you found on a forum legit?
Your one true love is... me!
That's why California Psychics reject 98% of the psychics who apply to work with us. We guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. New customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. So experience the joy of certainty at CaliforniaPsychics.com. Experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
Live on the free Odyssey app. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
Typical symptoms include diarrhea, fever, and abdominal cramps.
Cool.
People experiencing more severe infections also may suffer a high fever, aches, headaches, lethargy, rashes, and blood in their urine. This from an egg infestation and salmonella contamination. Black Sheep Egg Company, based in Arkansas, announced a voluntary recall for various types of eggs on September the 19th.
Various types of eggs?
The FDA issued a Class 1 risk classification for the recall October the 14th. Basically, these are just range grade AA medium brown eggs. They don't even have the name of the company on them. So there are about 15 different types of eggs that you should not eat, but they're all just based on size and color. Not necessarily the company that slaps the name on the container. So you really don't.
So how do you know if you have eggs that have come from Black Sheep Egg Farm or whatever?
18-count cartons, loose packing boxes, 12-count cartons, loose open skid, 12-count carton. I mean, I don't know. It's just based on date. So August through the end of October. They're written on the side of the cards. And for me, honest to God,
some of them have the branding on it.
Some of them do.
Okay.
If I get eggs and they're 5 days after the expiration date, I make them.
Really?
I eat them. And for whatever reason, I don't feel like eggs get that bad. so to speak, maybe?
Well,
There's definitely, like, if it's a couple days, whatever, but I've definitely had periods where I just didn't eat eggs for 2 weeks and they were way out of date.
Yeah. Plus, when you crack an egg, usually you'll know.
What food do you think got you sick, or what should you have never eaten? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Brett. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola. Goes all the way back to 1983. I was a junior in high school. Two buddies and myself, we went to Everett. We went to the YMCA, played some racquetball, went swimming, sat in the sauna, and went to Jack in the Box afterwards.
Nice.
We all had exactly the same thing, which was like a double cheeseburger, fry, and a Coke. And a little bit later, they dropped me off. I went down to a buddy's house. We're getting ready for baseball tryouts. And there was 7 or 8 of us taking turns in the batting cage, and I was standing in line waiting and just kind of started to boil. Had to go into his parents' house and went to the guest bathroom, and it was locked. Somebody was already in there. I knocked. I said, dude, I really got to go. And they said, use the master. So I went in the master. I opened the window. I knew it was going to be bad. Later, I found out that the window is real close to where the batting cage is. So everybody kind of heard and smelled what was going on. So I ended up going home, pooped myself quite a bit. And then I went, I don't know, I tried to go to bed, couldn't sleep, just cramping miserably. Went in my parents' room, said, I got to go to the hospital. So they threw me in the back seat. I was curled up like a baby in the back seat. Took me to Everett General at the time. I think it's Providence now, but ended up 7 days in the hospital.
Jesus.
Lost 30 pounds, and I weighed all of 135 when I went in.
Was this the contamination with Jack in the Box that really messed a lot of people up?
It was before the E. coli breakout.
Okay, because I know they had
So
one.
you were like a test run.
Yeah, they had one that was real bad back in the day. Many, like you're saying, like in maybe the 80s. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But
Had to be like in the 90s, right? Because I remember it, and it was a big deal.
Surprised they don't bring it up more in their commercials. You might remember us when you were.
Well, there was no Jack in the
pooping
Box
blood.
where I lived, but like they used to be there in the Mid-Atlantic. They weren't there anymore, but I remember that was a massive thing, and we were like, why does anybody even go to them? Now that I live on the West Coast and you can go to Jack in the Boxes, I get it.
Yeah. So what did what exactly did you have? I mean, obviously food poisoning, but I mean, what was in the food?
Well, so they said it was salmonella, which I believe to be more related to poultry, but I don't know what all they're cooking where, you know what I mean? So and the other 2 guys had like no trace of anything. It was just bizarre. And yeah, it was miserable. Spent my birthday there, missed baseball tryouts, had to end up on the JV team. Yeah, it was just a crappy deal.
And were you pooping the whole time that you were in the hospital?
Pretty much for the first 2 or 3 days. Then it was under control, and it was all, I had to drink like acidophilus milk when I got out, and everything was like a...
And did you have your own room, or did you have to share your room with someone?
I had my own room, thank God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it was the early 90s. They had that E. coli breakout.
About the same time, I was probably 12 or 13. We go on the family vacation to Ocean City, Maryland. On the way, when you get to the Eastern Shore, there is a Tasty Freeze. It's got a playground outside, soft serve ice cream, the whole deal. So we stop. I got an ice cream cone. We're on vacation. This is great. I got sick for 2 days. I did not realize what it was, but it sucks when you're at the beach. It's sunny, people are out, and you're sitting in a bedroom that, not yours, and you can't eat, you can't keep anything down. So we stayed there for a week, and then on the way back from Bethany, we ended up passing that Tasty Freeze. I'm feeling better. I want another ice cream cone. The parking lot is empty. We get to the front door. There's a sign that says, due to a contamination outbreak.
We're closed?
We are closed. And I think everything kind of clicked in. My mom explained to me what was going on. Like, yeah, you probably got food poisoning from that ice cream cone. What food do you think got you sick, or what should you have never eaten? 206-803-ROCK.
It is funny how there's like landmarks on road trips when you're a kid.
Oh, sure.
Right? Like we always stopped at the Dairy Queen. I think it's in the same town. And got a blizzard.
Yeah.
And then you kept going.
Yeah, it's hot. It's 85 degrees.
Yeah.
You just want to stop, get an ice cream cone, be on your way.
Hello, Bruce. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, guys, liquor and teriyaki flavored lubricant.
Yeah, my man.
That's that teriyaki.
Hell yeah.
Hey, man, that discussion you had on that the other day, that's got to go on your end-of-year best-of deal that you do, man. I was in stitches, man.
Well, hopefully, if you do the lube, it tastes good. You know, just make it.
That was my point. What do you like? That's what the lube should taste like.
Pizza.
Oh, man. Hey, so, about 4 years ago, I was out at my off-grid river cabin, and I had some oysters that I bought from a fish market that were on ice. I took care of them and everything. I put them on the grill. I was all by myself, ate these oysters, and then not too long after, I went fishing out in my drift boat on the upper Skagit River, and I hooked into some nice king salmon, and as soon as I did, man, I got that feeling like you get just as the mushrooms are kicking in, but I didn't have any mushrooms, and I thought, oh, man, something ain't right. I'm in trouble, you know, and if you know anything about a drift boat, there's no motor, so my truck was parked about 9 miles downriver with my trailer.
Oh,
and
no.
I pulled anchor, and I pulled anchor, and I said, man, I got to go, you know, and I would never leave good fishing like that to go if something wasn't really bad. And, man, by the time I got to my trailer downriver, I'd stopped, you know, about 5 miles downriver. I parked on this little island, and, you know, crapped all over the place. Got back in my boat. By the time I made it to my trailer, I was trying to get my boat on the trailer, and I was puking and passing out. I had shellfish poisoning, and my decision-making process wasn't the greatest, and all I could think of was I got to get my boat back to my cabin and then figure out what to do from there. And, I got it on the trailer after puking and passing out a bunch of times. I got it back to my cabin. I went inside, and I was passing out for long periods of time where when I would wake up, I wasn't all the way there. Like I was, it was like watching a Pink Floyd video or something, you know. I didn't really know who I was or where I was at. And then a couple minutes later, I would kind of come to and just be scared to death. And my wife ended up, I called her. She's 2 hours away, and she told me to call 911. And, man, I had to wait like an hour and a half for an ambulance to get there. And they hauled me away to a hospital. And apparently the shellfish I got, you know, we had just had that, I don't know if you remember, we had a heat dome or something about 4 years ago. Yeah, apparently it had created some kind of toxin in the water where they were pulling these oysters out of. And,
okay.
You know, so I remember after I got home from the hospital that night, they had it on the news saying, hey, you know, don't eat any shellfish from this whole Skagit County area because they're full of toxins. And
you're like, yeah, cool.
Everybody was ended up in the hospital, you know.
Now, I do remember the heat dome.
Worst thing I'd ever experienced in my life.
Do you still eat oysters?
You know, it took a few years, but yeah, I love the things, and so I finally went back.
Have you ever eaten a warm oyster?
Ooh.
It's not, look, I'm not saying I recommend it. It's not that. But my wife and I are in Mexico. We're on the beach, right? The kids are much younger, so they're splashing around in the ocean, and we're kind of sitting on this retaining wall. But in front of us, there's this Mexican family, and they basically just set up an unlicensed, like, oyster spot. But we're watching them. They send the kids out into the ocean. The kids go in there with their nets, come back in 10 minutes. And, I mean, they just have nets full of oysters, all right? So my wife and I keep watching this, and everyone else on the beach keeps coming up to this family, pay like $5, get a dozen oysters, and walk away. And we're looking, man, and I'm like, man, there's no ice. And then my wife's like, well, think about it. They live right there, and it just points out into the water. The water's like 80 degrees. We know they're fresh, so we said, F it. We handed them $5, like, we're going to go for this. But we probably sat there for like 5 minutes just staring these things in our hand, like, are we sure we want to do this? And they had a pretty good hot sauce. Did not get sick at all. Probably the best oysters I've ever eaten.
See, typically, if I'm a little bit sketchy on it, I will put the oysters on the grill, cook them till they pop.
Sure.
And that way, just give me one, hopefully, extra barrier of...
right. Yeah, we really didn't know.
Attempt
But I'm
not to
like,
die.
But our thought was, like, everyone here is eating it. No one's pooping. No one's puking. Obviously, this family does it all the time. Let's give it a shot. They tasted great, but it is weird to feel a warm oyster in the mouth.
Well, oysters offer a different level. Like, if you get oysters
that are bad.
Well, if you just get them, first of all, and you take them home with you, just the shucking process alone, in my world, it could be a very dangerous experience, and you could end up in the ER, stabbing your palm. Or
There's a glove you're supposed to wear. There actually is.
There are, but I don't have those. So, like, the whole process to me is it's a risk from the very beginning to get them on ice as quick as I can, to the shucking process, to the cooking process.
Well, remember, when we were in New Orleans, I think it was during the Super Bowl, there was a guy, and he's in the back shucking, right? And then this guy, he shucked oysters at the speed of light. So he finally comes out to grab a smoke. I'm asking about the shucking. He's like, that's literally my only job.
Yeah.
There's all these people in the restaurant, right? He's like, I cannot cook. He's like, I shuck oysters because everyone comes into this restaurant to get oysters. And he's like, and I'm the best oyster shucker in the world. He's like, it's just that simple, man.
I'm a mother shucker.
But he's like, I've been here for like 10 years. He's like, this is literally all I do.
I know plenty of people that can shuck an oyster, right?
Yeah.
But it's a process.
It is.
And then I have one friend who does it with no problem, but he worked at a seafood restaurant.
Yeah.
And literally shucked oysters.
Well, you can get
But he
that
was
will
like
be
18 or
your
19. That was his job. Same thing. Was like to sit in the back.
You get a job.
And you can tell. You're just like,
the way how quick they do
right,
it.
like, where did you work? Because you're way too good at this.
Oh, yeah.
Also, once you open them up, then you got to dig them off the bottom. You got to get the membrane off there so they slide out.
Yeah.
If not, they'll just stick in there. So now you got a next process.
But you watch this guy, you order a dozen oysters, I swear to God, like 30 seconds, they're ready. You're like, you've got to be kidding me.
What food do you think got you sick, or what should you have never eaten? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Kevin. Welcome to the men's room.
Hey, guys. How you doing today?
Hola. Doing well, brother.
Hola. 45-year listener, rockaholic, multiple-time caller.
Oh, awesome, man. Thank you.
Hey, I got a shout-out. Can I do a shout-out?
Sure.
I want to shout-out to you guys. Appreciate everything you do, and I hope you guys get to do this gig until you don't want to do it no more.
Well, thank you. So far, so good on that.
Yeah.
Still want to do it.
No, well, then keep me entertained as long as you can, brothers.
All right.
Thank you, man. Yeah.
I appreciate
So
that.
my story is, for some reason, Ivar's is a very, very good tasting food. But if I want to take the day off because of food poisoning, I go to Ivar's. And I don't know why. It just does not agree with me. I end up with S coming out one side and vomit coming out the other.
Is it just Ivar's? Like, if you go to a different seafood spot, do you have the same experience, or is it just Ivar's?
Nope. I can eat warm oysters. I can eat 3-day-old salmon. I can pick food off the floor. But if I eat Ivar's, I am in the toilet.
For me, it's Hooters.
We're talking toilet on one end, trash can in the other. And I don't know why, because it tastes so good and it does not taste the same coming up.
For me, it's Hooters chicken wings. I love them. They're awesome. I can't stop eating. They're so greasy. For some reason, when they hit me, man, it's just like WD-40.
What about like KFC? Because that might be the greasiest fried chicken out there.
You know what? For some reason, I'm okay on fried chicken. It's Hooters wings specifically.
Just Hooters.
I don't know why.
To me, they were like
some
some of the
places just
easiest.
Some
ones
places just seem to have greasier certain products.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is, but like I love Ivar's. That's a great restaurant.
When I was a kid, it was Olive Garden calamari. I had that.
Fried calamari?
Yeah, and I ate the crap out of that. I didn't even know what it was. It was just like, this is delicious. And both times I ate it, I ate way too much of it and gave myself stomach flu.
That's the other issue too, right? Like I did it this weekend. I woke up Sunday in my stomach. It's like I didn't have the stomach flu. I ate way too much chocolate the night before.
Right.
How much chocolate did you eat, man?
Well, my buddy had just given me like a bag. So me and my other friend were watching baseball. Like,
that's the worst way to do it.
Right. Have another tiny little Hershey or Reese's thing. When I woke up, I was like a kid. I woke up in the middle of the night like, I had too much sugar. My stomach is in pain.
What
that's
food?
Not, I was to say, but that's not like.
No, you did that.
That's gorging yourself.
Correct.
What food do you think you got you sick, or what would you never eat again? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Chris. Welcome to the men's room.
Liquor and whores.
Liquor and whores.
So this story is about 12 years ago. I was at my grandparents' house. I was out of work. They had to work for me. So I had a question I had to ask my grandpa. I go looking for him and looking for him and looking for him. Finally, I found him in the bathroom pulling his cheeks. Grandpa says, I think I had a stroke. Can you take me to the hospital? Yeah, no problem. Let's go. Get to the hospital. They're doing their blood work and all that. And doctor starts asking them questions, asking them, what did you have to eat today? And he's like, oh, I just had dinner. And then I found some freshly made brownies in the kitchen. It hit me. My uncle had just made pot brownies. So I told him, I was like, Grandpa, you're just stoned. is the funniest thing the doctor ever heard. My grandpa wasn't having it. He's like, no, there's no way. I said, Grandpa, Uncle Kelly just made pot brownies. Like, you ate those.
How many do you think he ate?
I think he said that he ate 2 of them.
All right. Well, depending on the strength of the butter, I mean,
in the batch.
That'll explain it. That explains it.
I don't know how to. I would never know how to measure that stuff out.
Yeah,
I don't cook with
do
weed, so I don't really know enough about it. But I do know that one of my buddies, he made some pasta with weed.
Okay,
weed butter, whatever he did, and he said he did not realize how effed up he would get. He's like, I don't know what it was about that batch. The weed wasn't spectacular.
Right.
Whatever the hell he did, man. He said he was messed up, and he was the guy that would like offer you weed butter.
Yeah, of course.
You know, if you wanted to cook with it.
I mean, and like I feel like brownies, you kind of had an idea, but yeah, people that are using like vegetable oils that have THC in it and making a whole meal out of it, it's like, well, I also want to eat the meal.
Yeah, and just enjoy it.
But basically, that's what he said. You could not taste the weed in this. It did not taste strong. He said it was really good butter. It's just the fact that, he said, man, I really had to go sit down. He's like, I didn't clean up after dinner. I just had to sit there for a while.
And just be high.
He's like, I was sweating a little bit. I was like, really?
Hey, you think you're having a heart attack?
Yeah, if you don't know, that's terrifying.
Your guess is as good as mine. Coming up our categories: what candy the kids open first on Halloween, and your favorite winter vacation destinations. And we've got your emails coming up next in the men's room at KISW.com.
In communities across the country, hourly Amazon employees earn an average of over $23 an hour, with opportunities to grow their career and their paycheck. Learn more at aboutamazon.com.
At Lowe's, this Veterans Day and every day, verified military members, veterans, and their spouses get automatic silver status in My Lowe's Rewards with free standard shipping, plus 10% off eligible purchases with no annual limit. It's one way we honor and give back to those who have served and still do. Learn more now at Lowe's.com/military. 10% discount can't be combined with another offer. Exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Subject to change.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
Roots. Where you're from matters. What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. And I may be from the East Coast, but my roots are deep here in Seattle. Over 20 years deep. Just like our pals at Pinky's Plumbing. They're rooted in Seattle, just like me. And speaking of roots, tree roots are the biggest danger to your sewers and cost you thousands. So let your hometown heroes, Pinky's, get to the root of your plumbing problems. Pinky'sPlumbing.com.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
When you haven't found love, it can feel like everyone else has. It's in every movie, every song, and all the PDA. Looking for love sucks. Thankfully, California Psychics can give you the guidance you need to find the one. We can guarantee If your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. And new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com and experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Your guess is as good as mine. Kind of our categories. What candy the kids open first on Halloween and your favorite winter vacation destinations. But first, time for a few emails to the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got
Had a couple on our question, what food do you think got you sick, guys? One time I was in Tucson, Arizona. The next day I had to be in Salt Lake City for CDL school through CR England. My now fiance and I decided not to cook dinner at home. Instead, went out and bought Burger King from a brand new restaurant. I ordered a Bacon King. She got a Whopper. Next morning, I woke up on the crapper and had to be at the Greyhound station in an hour. So I finish up. I get to the Greyhound. I yuck it up in the parking lot all over my clean sweater. Mind you guys, this is the end of winter. I then board the bus, sicker than a dog. Each time the bus stopped, I got off to blow chunks. When I got to SLC and to CR, it just got worse with the cold weather and started coming out both ends. Talk about an messy situation. Last time I had to run to the bathroom, I was practicing how to back up a truck and trailer. Almost crapped my pants running across the yard. Needless to say, I should have made dinner at home instead of going to BK before being 18 hours away from home. Best wishes, that from Brandon. Being on a Greyhound bus for 18 hours, bad enough.
That's already bad. And when you crap on a Greyhound, man, people get very upset.
All the dudes, about 14 years ago, I used to use leftover clams from the night before to make clam Alfredo. I just put the clams in the Alfredo sauce, warmed them up. What I should have done is sauteed them up to temperature, then add them to the sauce. About 2 hours after dinner, my tummy started to rumble. Then things got bad. The devil's dilemma. A few hours later, my ex-husband started his journey to death. Around midnight, my son came downstairs
dilemma.
and began losing his guts, too. So, yeah, I gave the entire family food poisoning for 2 entire days. Thank God we had 3 bathrooms. That from Rose and Tacoma.
I got to say, just that email started. Leftover clams.
Right. It already starts in a bad direction.
Yeah.
For instance, like I was in a grocery store on Thursday. I knew I was going to cook shrimp on Sunday.
Yeah.
Right? And the guy, he was like, yeah, don't buy that today. You're not cooking it till Sunday.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? Like, you just got to be smart enough. And, like...
That's all. Yeah.
I don't know why. Leftover clams just sounds like one of those things that is a hotbed for sickness.
I feel like leftover seafood in any capacity.
I do. I had sushi last night for dinner. I had one of the rolls I got. I was going to save like 3 or 4 pieces for today. Opened the lid this morning. I'm like, no.
Yeah, don't do it.
No. It seems like it'd be a just fine idea, but I, for whatever reason, I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it today. Not on
I'm
Monday.
with you. I had a friend visiting from out of town last year. We went to the Apple Cup.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I want to sit on your couch and order a bunch of sushi. I'll pay for it. I said, fine. He got hammered and passed out. So I had that. You're right. But like the next day, I was like, I don't want to eat
can't
this.
do it. Yeah.
No. What if something bad happens?
And if it's a California roll, fine.
Maybe.
Sure. All right, time for a birthday or two here, brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Dip responsibly.
Actually, I lied. It's one birthday.
One birthday.
Yeah.
One.
Only one person was born on this day.
Guys, it's my wonderful husband Ron's 58th birthday. To commemorate the fact that he has survived so long on planet Earth, he is having his first colonoscopy later this week. Good on you. Can he please get some advice from Ted about what you should not put up your backside and an arsenal of dad jokes for Miles?
Arsenal.
Thanks, and remember, baby, I'll be right beside you, just not behind you. Love from your one and only Mrs. Witch.
First of all, Miles, those jokes you're looking for, all of them are on top of the table. Now, some advice for what not to put up your backside? Well,
pickles.
I mean, for me, it's most things, but I can tell you from personal experience, you got to be careful when experimenting with ice cubes. You might think you're into it, but maybe you're not, and you haven't had enough Captain Morgan yet. Then before you know it, you got that ice cube stuck in there, and you got to wait till it melts a little bit to slide out.
That's what I was going to ask. Did you have to wait for it to melt?
Yes. She was like, stop clinching. I was like, I'm here for the pleasure. I was, editor's note, I was not there for the pleasure.
No.
Maybe it's just not for me.
I think you guys can get a couple of these. Did you guys know that male bees die after having sex? Male bees die after having sex.
Yeah, I did.
No.
Like Honey Nut Cheerio.
And protein.
Whoops. Sorry. That's not
Walking a line, Miles.
That's a delicious cereal.
I thought it was because they're scared of all the boobies.
Yeah, I was waiting for boobies to show up somehow.
Who serves you when you visit a sandwich shop in Tibet? Who visited you?
The Dalai Lama.
The Dalai Lama, very good. What did the ranch say to the fridge? What did the ranch say to the fridge?
I like your Hidden Valley.
Close the door, I'm dressing. Why did Adele cross the road? Why did Adele...
To see the other side.
To say hello from the other side.
Very good, Mike. Very good. Hello. I made a mistake and accidentally took my cat's medicine yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
You're not feeling well?
Don't ask me.
Well?
Don't ask me meow. They said money doesn't buy happiness. Have you ever seen a sad person on a yacht?
No.
And finally, I named the printer at work here Bob Marley.
Oh, yeah?
It's always jamming.
Jabba.
All right, guys, here you go.
Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Thank you, Evan. A couple of extra emails here. Let's see what we got here. Guys, University of Central Florida.
Need to get tested.
Oh, yeah, let's get a contestant online for your guess is as good as mine. Sorry, 206-803-ROCK.
I thought maybe the thrill just was
I was
Wyatt.
like, yeah, I thought he was giving me the
hang loose.
He's just giving you the shocker, brah.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I got you now. University of Central Florida has a player named Miles Montgomery.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Sean said that in. So he's probably a stud.
I think I also saw there has been a Will Smith that has won the World Series for the past 6 years.
Yeah,
Correct. But they're
yes.
all different Will Smiths.
I think there's like 2 or 3 different Will Smiths.
Yeah.
3 of them were with the
they-
Dodgers. And then who else? The Astros had the same one for their back-to-back years, and there was one on the Braves.
I think it was the same guy, though, isn't it?
Might have been.
No,
I
it's
don't
the same
think it
dude.
is. I thought it was a couple different Will Smiths.
I think it's the same guy. I might be wrong on that, but I heard it was the same guy. Maybe I'm wrong. Ted Smith, would you like to go to the outdoor gun range is the subject. No, this is a strange question to ask, but ever since I heard that you're a gun owner, I was figuring if you'd like to go to the Seattle Police gun range and try out your pistol there. My friends and I are members, and we go there every other Sunday around 9 a.m. when it's not too busy. Outdoor range is a lot different from the indoor one. Plus, there are people there who can help you with your stance or your shooting discipline. It's an open invite to you or anyone on air that would like to learn about shooting in the shooting world. Thanks for your time. That from Ben. If you want to keep that one.
I did not see that email. I got to email this guy back. That'd be awesome.
Absolutely. Let's see here.
The old Glocks match.
All right, time for a little Your Guess is as Good as Mine. Do we get enough time to get a contestant on the line there?
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
When you haven't found love, it can feel like everyone else has. It's in every movie, every song, and all the PDA. Looking for love sucks. Thankfully, California Psychics can give you the guidance you need to find the one. We can guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. And new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com and experience the joy of certainty. California Psychics.
At Lowe's, this Veterans Day and every day, verified military members, veterans, and their spouses get automatic silver status in My Lowe's Rewards with free standard shipping, plus 10% off eligible purchases with no annual limit. It's one way we honor and give back to those who have served and still do. Learn more now at Lowe's.com/military. 10% discount can't be combined with another offer. Exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Subject to change.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. And auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
No.
Somebody showed up and then they immediately hung up. So I don't think
cool.
I want to
Like
play.
that. No. Thanks for nothing.
Jerks.
206-803-ROCK. I'll tell you what, I'll tell you the two categories. In the meantime, we'll see if we can wrangle someone there who wants to play the game. If not, we will play amongst ourselves. So, in honor of what was last week, National Chocolate Day.
Which day was National Chocolate Day?
That would be last Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
A poll of 1,000 Americans found 79% of us eat chocolate at least once a week in general. On Halloween, it is a lot more than that. 59% of people say milk chocolate is their favorite. I'm a dark chocolate guy. White chocolate is third, by the way.
How often do you eat chocolate? They say the average American once a week. I don't know that I do.
Like today on the candies, I had a little 2-pack of Oreos.
Well, it's a little different now because we got some candy. The candy that was not stolen
Was replenished,
floating
yes.
around. Yeah.
Mhm, yes.
I feel like if I eat chocolate during the week, it's almost always going to be a couple squares of dark.
All right.
But yeah, this weekend I went nuts eating milk chocolate pumpkins.
White chocolate is a distant third. I don't eat a lot of white chocolate, but I do. I'm like, you know what? This is all right.
That's good.
It's not my favorite. I like dark chocolate.
Yeah, well, Reese's had to cover some of their pumpkins in it too.
In the white?
Yeah,
Why is that? Why are you mad?
because I ate a lot of them.
Oh, that's what you're into.
My stomach was hurting so bad Sunday.
Yeah.
Even our buddy Marshawn was like, "You're really going to town on that candy."
So, Ranker.com looked at the 10 Halloween candies we opened first. And that is the key to this. The ones that you want first. So that's category number 1. And then we have the best cities in America for winter vacation destinations. I'll throw you a bone on a couple of these if you're running low there on strikes, and I'll give you some states. But, Steve, do we have a contestant ready to play? Your guess is as good as mine.
We do, but Ted knows who it is.
James.
James, welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
James, welcome to the program. Your guess is as good as mine. All right, the categories, the best cities for vacation destinations in the United States. And we have the top 10 Halloween candies that people open first. James, which category would you like?
Oh, let's go candy.
Candy it is. All right, James. You know the drill. They asked 1,000 people. Said, what Halloween candy do you open first? And it's a myriad of different ones, but I'll tell you this. All but one contain chocolate.
Okay. All right.
So they're all in the world of chocolate. I guess that's part of National Chocolate Day, which was last week.
Good point.
James, what's your first guess?
Let's do Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Number 1. Easy. I mean, just blows everyone else out of the water. Yep, that's your number 1. Halloween candy that people open first.
What about Hershey's? Just original Hershey's.
The original Hershey bar is number 7 on the list of Halloween candies that people open first. James, you're 2 for 2.
Let's try the non-chocolate Skittles.
Skittles is not on the list.
Oh,
Skittles.
That was always my first, man. If it wasn't a Snickers, it was Skittles.
I was saying, yes, Snickers. That's a huge one.
Yeah, let's do Snickers.
Snickers bar, number 5. So you're right with Hershey bar at 7. 5 is Snickers, and number 1 is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
I feel like there's 2 more that,
Milky Way, Three Musketeers,
exactly.
Kit Kat.
Yeah. As you pare down what a
Twix.
Snickers is and just kind of simplify it, all 3 of those make it in there.
Yeah.
Kit Kat.
Kit Kat, number 2. I do like a Kit Kat.
Everyone enjoys. I don't know anyone who doesn't like a Kit Kat.
Well, Kit Kat also has the advantage of being like hanging out with Hershey's in a lot of those packs.
Oh, for sure.
You guys ever deconstruct your Kit Kat?
What do you mean?
Eat the chocolate off the outside? And
When I was younger, I would
eat
give it
one
a go.
layer at a time?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's fine, but it's weird if I do that with my Three Musketeers.
I do that too. I don't
All
give
right.
a crap for that.
I just like nougat sometimes.
Okay, just nougat.
All right,
Give me that
I'm
straight nougat.
just here for the nougat.
All right, James, what are you thinking?
Twix.
Twix is number 3. See,
damn.
I would do Twix before a Kit Kat.
You ever have the peanut butter Twix?
Yes.
God damn, that is a man, oh man.
I mean, they're right though. To me, Reese's, Kit Kat, and Twix in any order are the top 3 dogs.
Yeah.
Then there's like the caramel Twix.
I haven't had those yet.
Oh, man.
How about M&M's, dude?
Oh, yeah.
Eh.
I would say peanut M&Ms.
I take Skittles over
M&M's.
M&Ms.
What's that, James?
M&M's.
M&M's number 4. So far, you've got the top 5 correct. Snickers, M&M's, Twix, Kit Kats, and Peanut Butter Cups. Also, number 7, Hershey Bar. There are 4 candies that people open first remaining on the list.
Now, do they differentiate between peanut M&Ms and M&M? Are they separate? Or
No,
it's just, okay.
But on one of these in particular, Ted just might have gorged on these last night, and they are, in fact, on the list.
Ah, okay.
They're close to the other kind, but they're a different variety, you see.
The pretzel M&Ms?
What is that now?
The pretzel M&Ms?
It's not in the M&M world, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, M&Ms are done.
Okay. Oh, Whoppers.
I love them, but no. No. Whopper's not on the list.
Yeah.
I always got pissed when those were in my bag.
Uh-huh.
Well, and every year it's like, it's got to be good. I'll retry it.
I know. I did the same thing. I'm like, nope, still don't like it.
Okay, James, 2 strikes against you. There are 3 chocolate products left and 1 non-chocolate candy that cracks the top 10. Gummy bears are not included, Skittles are not included, or Nerds. None of those are involved.
Smarties.
Who in the world opens the Smarties first?
Not on
Miles,
the
are you
list.
suggesting it could be an offshoot of the Reese's?
Was that a third
I am,
strike?
yes.
All right.
Yes, it is.
It's an offshoot of the Reese's.
So is it like Reese's, like pumpkins?
Reese's.
It is Reese's Pumpkin Butter Pumpkin Cups. That's exactly right. They're number 6 on the list. There are 3 candies remaining. 2 involve chocolate. 1, again, does not.
One that was not on the chocolate from the YouTube. They said Starburst. I thought that was a good
Number
good pick.
10 on the list.
wow.
Good call, Mike. Very good. Now we got 2 pieces of chocolate left.
Say 3 Musketeers.
3 Musketeers.
Really?
Not on the list.
Oh, how about the Milky Way?
Milky Way is number 8.
Here we go.
All right. Which basically is a 3 Musketeers with caramel.
Caramel,
Yeah.
it's a Snickers without nuts. And then one
That's
more
a Snicket.
Snicket.
I don't like the way you say that.
You know what?
It's a Snickers without nuts. Move
Snickers
along.
without nuts.
Yeah, nutless Snicker.
Or is a Snickers a 3 Musketeers or a Milky Way that's just nuts? We didn't go Butterfinger.
Ooh, Butterfinger.
Damn. Good. You know what? Butterfinger is overrated for me.
I like a good Butterfinger. Just not on the list.
Well, if I find
Depends
one,
where
I'll
you
give
put
it to
it.
you.
I'm with you. I think they're overrated too. All right, what else are we missing here? Is it a big chocolate we know?
It is a chocolate that pops up more often than not during Halloween.
What about a Crunch Bar?
Crunch Bar is it, Mike.
What
Yes,
about
a
a Crunch Bar?
Or the Crackle.
Yeah, baby. Love a Crunch.
So
Now,
you're...
see, the Crunch Bar, I feel like you could buy in the store. Again, I just don't know that I see Crackle bars
Correct.
out there hanging out.
It's
I feel
the
like
same one,
if
though.
you want to find Crackle, it's like either wait for Halloween or go to a movie theater.
Yeah,
For whatever reason,
okay.
like movie theaters have like candies you wouldn't normally buy.
They're like
Fair.
snow caps.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
I don't know about the Crackle Bar. Hang on.
The candies people open first. Number 10 is Starburst. Coming in 9th place, the Nestle Crunch Bar. Milky Way is 8. Hershey Bar is 7. Reese's Peanut Butter Pumpkins are 6. Snickers is 5. 4 M&Ms. Twix 3. Kit Kats 2. And Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. That is the number 1 candy.
All right, Ted.
People open first.
You
on
like them
Halloween.
both. Which is better between the Reese's Cups and the Reese's Pumpkins?
You know what's... Look, I don't think there's a massive difference, but I guess I'll go cups.
All right.
But I did last year. I was sitting with a group of people, and they were saying they prefer the pumpkins in the trees because there's no ridges on the outside.
Yep, I'm with them.
You don't like the ridges?
It's not that I don't like the ridges. It's just it's more texturally pleasing to be a pumpkin or a tree. I don't know why. The delivery is a lot smoother, and I like it.
Okay.
Now, I will say, nostalgically, the Easter egg to me was the main one I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Reese's. That was a different shape. Now they got, pumpkins, ghosts.
All right, how about this one real quick? Your favorite adult candy bar. I'm talking adult candy bar.
Oh, Theo's dark chocolate, almond and sea salt.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
I was just going to say a score bar.
That's pretty
but
good.
damn,
Those
dude.
are coffee one. I'll go with a score bar.
Yeah, I love a score.
Toffee is my jam.
What's the shoot? I can't think of it. They're very fancy. They come in the gold wrap. They're just the big crunchy
The gold chocolate thing?
Yes.
the something
Ferrero
Rocher.
Rocher.
Yeah.
Ferrero Rocher.
Ferrero Rocher.
Ferrero Rocher, the little balls.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
I'll take it.
Coming up at 5:08, we'll drink and toast with a shot of the day. You are listening to The Men's Room.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
If you're still waiting for a sign, here's another one. At California Psychics, we reject 98% of the psychics who apply to work for us. So we only connect you with the best. That's how we can guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. And right now, new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. Dramatic sound effect incoming. Experience the joy of certainty at CaliforniaPsychics.com.
At Lowe's, this Veterans Day and every day, verified military members, veterans, and their spouses get automatic silver status in My Lowe's Rewards with free standard shipping, plus 10% off eligible purchases with no annual limit. It's one way we honor and give back to those who have served and still do. Learn more now at Lowe's.com/military. 10% discount can't be combined with another offer. Exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Subject to change.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
I come up here until 5:08. We'll drink and toast for the shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check-in with Mark Hogg and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. A woman in San Francisco conducted an experiment by working for DoorDash and completing her deliveries using a Waymo car.
I saw something about that. I guess it went without a hitch.
Yeah, fairly smooth. And she was saying it's cheaper to use Waymo to get to and from the deliveries
than spending the money on gas.
Exactly.
Damn. Okay.
So
can you just run them out for hours on end? I guess that would be my thing. I mean, I've only used them once, and it just was like the Uber app was like, "Do you want to take a driverless one?"
Oh, gotcha. I guess. You know, you just get a certain rental fee of it, I guess. So as long as it's and that's basically what the whole thing was like. As long as I'm in the black, we're good to go. I don't care.
No, why not, man?
I will say, like I used it on Friday. Then Saturday we took a Uber out to that racetrack.
Yeah,
we had a real Uber driver. He made some choices that I don't think a Whammo would make that very much helped us out. And we were like, that's why you pay extra for the human.
Yep.
Yeah. Of course, I ended up with somebody I did not like their conversation over the weekend.
Oh, great.
It sucked, dude. It was like, I've known you for 15 minutes. We were getting a little bit too involved. A new study found that a bite of dark chocolate could make your brain sharper for an hour.
See?
Cool. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
That's all you need.
Somebody go in the back and rustle up some dark chocolate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I need to be sharper.
Yeah, I'm going to kick the crap out of this segment.
The number of home buyers opting for adjustable rates has spiked to its highest level in a few years.
Yeah, no kidding.
I understand why.
Yeah. Kind of self-explanatory.
They've been hitting me up for a while like, hey, you want to rethink that rate? I'm like, okay, let me take it. Oh, it's adjustable. Okay. Yeah, You're offering me a great rate now. Because now's the great time to buy into an adjustable rate. You save a ton of money. However, talk to me next year.
Right.
Goodness gracious. Put your thinking caps on, gents. Time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day. It is an F word and a noun, not a verb, okay? An F word that is a noun, and I give you guys a 50% success chance on this one. But it's the quality or state of being faithful to a person, such as a partner or spouse, or a thing, such as one's country. An F word that basically means that you're faithful.
But not faithful.
Faithful.
You do hear this a lot as far as your conduct with your spouse, or at least being faithful to your spouse. If you breach that trust with your spouse, you have committed the inversion of this.
Fidelity.
Bam!
Let's go. All right, Ted. Nice job.
Let's go, baby.
Heck yeah.
A study was conducted on the cognitive effects of skipping breakfast.
What if I had dark chocolate for breakfast?
Well, you'll be fine.
That's a good one. Basically, there was some rumor that said that your brain is more active or you're slower if you don't eat breakfast, or it's better if you do eat breakfast. They found no real difference. Your
I
brain's
kind of
gonna
heard that a
lose.
couple years ago. It's the most important meal of the day, and then I feel like doctors are like, it's not.
If you're hungry, eat it.
Yeah, that's basically what they were
Pretty
saying.
much. And, I understand the other side of it of, getting the metabolism up and running, getting the body moving. So I feel like there are certain good effects. There are times if I'm working out in the morning, I can tell the difference between when I've eaten breakfast and when I haven't.
Oh, sure.
So there's benefits.
I think it depends what your day entails.
Yeah, exactly. There's a video making the rounds showing killer whales hunting great white sharks for their livers.
I was watching it earlier.
for years.
Isn't that wild?
I think this is the first time, though, they actually caught it on film.
Yeah.
So they said they flip them upside down.
Right, which stuns them.
Right. Rip their liver out, but they share.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Look, man, South Africa used to have a terrible great white shark population as far as being problematic to beaches and all that.
Yeah.
They built an entire perimeter around a lot of that country as far as shark nets, swimming areas that are okay. They haven't seen one in over a decade because the orcas have decimated the population.
Yes.
And they won't go back. So once this happens and they can smell that in the water, no great white goes back. Even if it's a migratory thing, even if it's where they go to mate, it does not matter. They are not hanging out by those guys.
Right.
Yeah, I heard that once. It was in the Pacific. They were doing their mating thing, and they're headed off the coast of Mexico or something like that. But I said there's 100 sharks in the water. One pod of orcas shows up. They kill one great white. All the sharks disappeared. Like, damn.
Sounds like Cape Cod needs to get some orcas.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, it kind of shows you the difference of where they're at on the food chain, right? Because you got the shark, the great white shark. This is the apex predator. This is a killing machine, and yes, it is a killing machine. You get a killer whale in there, that's an apex predator.
Yeah,
there's
a difference.
They make strategies. They play with their crap when they die.
They don't even eat the rest of its shark.
No, it's just
they
the
let
liver.
everything else eat it.
Exactly.
All they want is the liver.
Right.
That is it.
You ever see one take out a seal? It is violent as hell, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They'll slap it onto the doggone water to kill it.
They'll beach them. They'll do all
Have you
kinds of
seen one of the seals like in the cold waters or like on a little piece of ice?
Yeah.
And 3 of them will go up and down to make waves, so he slips off so he can eat them.
So
Exactly. Yeah,
and he knows what they're doing.
And the speed and power of like the shallow waters to get those seals is unreal.
Yes.
Other whales would have beach myself.
Oh, no, help me. Exercise can help protect your heart, and women require about half as much as men to accomplish that.
Great.
Cool.
Good job, ladies. Well done. That's how you get it done right there.
Well, all right. That's fair.
Right.
She should only get half dinner.
She usually does. I'm always finishing the other half. I'm too full. All right. I'm not.
You sure something I like that, honey? God damn it.
No kidding. How come I ordered something you liked and you can't finish your plate?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I told you, you gotta be subtle, but you definitely gotta influence. Like I had one girl, that was our thing. We went to dinner on Friday nights, right?
Yeah.
But she worked on Saturday, so I knew those leftovers for mine on Saturday.
Hell
so
yeah.
I had to strategically influence what she was going to order.
The problem is you play a fun game with the leftovers. Because they always keep the leftovers with the intent that they're going to eat them again.
And they're
However,
not.
there's about a 30% chance that they actually will eat them.
Agreed.
There's a 70% chance that they will let it rot in there,
Yeah.
and then I get mad. However, if you eat it the next day, there is a 100% chance that that is what she was going to have for lunch, and now her entire day screwed up.
Yep.
That's what they're going to tell you. It's like, we've been together long enough. We both know you weren't going to eat those leftovers.
Right.
Or we should say, we both know I'm going to eat those
I
leftovers.
was thinking about it all day, like,
Well,
you tell me every thought that enters your brain. What do you mean you were thinking about it all day? I never heard that once. Love you. New York City has a fleet of quote-unquote...
Unless it's curry, then like, don't worry, honey, I'm not talking.
I'm all good. New York City has a fleet of bounty hunters that are scoring big payouts by reporting people illegally idling in the city.
illegally idling?
Idling. They're just sitting there with their cars idling, which is illegal.
And you're reporting these people?
Yeah. And they're making payouts from it. I don't know how they're making those payouts.
That'll clean the city up.
Yeah, right. But that's it's one of those weird laws that they have. In fact, every state has their weird laws, and we got more than one here in this state.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
So this comes to us via boohofflaw.com. And they have the strangest laws still on the books here in Washington State. You guys ready for all these? So at the very bottom of their list, they have, it is illegal to simultaneously dance and drink.
It's illegal.
Illegal. Now, this is just in Linden, Washington. The
okay.
The law
All
in the
right.
town prohibits you from engaging in these activities at the same time. You can drink in Linden, you can dance, just not together.
Okay.
So in theory, if I was at a bar on the dance floor with a beer, they'd have to be like, "Hey, you got to put the beer down."
Right. Hey, man, come on.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Put that
Breaking
beer
the
down.
law.
And what's the line? Can I not physically be drinking? Because what's the difference between the beer being in my hand and the beer being on the table in the bar?
And what counts as dancing? I'm just bouncing my shoulders.
Right.
Well, I kind of get that a little bit.
Why?
Just in case you happen to drop the glass on the floor, spill everything, and they got to
Okay.
take all the time to clean up. It's the same reason you don't put a beer on a pool table.
So for you, it's
or a
like
drink on a pool table, just one thing at a time.
So for you, it's just kind of like drunk driving laws. There can't be any open containers in your hand while you're dancing.
No, just keep it on the table, I think. Like anything else.
Yeah.
It's like when you don't bowl with a beer in your hand.
Yeah. No pretending your parents are wealthy.
I can't pretend my parents are wealthy.
Just says the state has an unusual law that makes it illegal to falsely claim that one has wealthy parents.
I don't have to worry about that.
The law also prohibits exaggerating or boasting about your parents' financial situation. Well, all right.
Okay. Maybe that's why I haven't met anyone here who goes on about how rich their parents are.
I know that there's vain people. I just didn't think that we had that problem in Washington State.
I didn't think you needed a law.
Right. You know, we don't talk to each other in general. Who's sitting there like, my parents own a yacht in the Puget Sound?
Liar. Jail.
Right. Jail time. Straight to jail. Again, these are the weird Washington laws. No attaching skis to a car. Right here in Seattle, they prohibit attaching skis to the roof of a car unless you parked the vehicle. This law reflects the city's urban setting and may have aimed to prevent damage to cars or obstructed views while driving. So if the car is parked, you could strap those skis on there. But if it hits the road, get them off.
Well, how do I get it up to the resort?
They didn't think that through, Ted.
That's your problem, Ted.
If there's a ski rack, does that allow me to skirt this rule?
No. Attaching skis to the roof of your car is prohibited in the city of Seattle. So you got to shove those things in there inside your car. Got to
Then
drive
once I
a little
leave
wonky.
Seattle, once I get to North Bend, I can put them up top.
Exactly.
There you go.
This is
Exactly.
ridiculous. Come on, Seattle, change that rule.
It is illegal in Seattle to bite off another man's leg.
Okay, good.
All right, that one I'm down with.
Solve that problem.
It says, unsurprisingly, it is against the law to bite off another person's leg in Washington State or any other body part for that matter.
I was going to wonder, do they cover everything or just the leg?
Fingers are fine.
Yeah.
It's not a leg. That's insane, dude.
It falls into the broader category of assault and battery.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
He bit my leg off.
Not to mention, how much work would that take?
I was just thinking, what kind of leg did this guy... Obviously, this law was created because somebody bit someone else's leg.
Right. You know, when you think about
It's
it...
a lot of chewing.
When you think about it, like, if I were to bite one of your fingers off, I think I could do that.
You can do it.
It would take a lot to
Do you think
get
you
that
could bite
done.
through my bone and get a finger off?
I would go for the joint. I would go for the base of the knuckle and try to pull it off there.
I've never thought about it.
Because you're not going to bite through that bone.
Yeah, I have not ever given it thought until this moment.
Right. So you kind of have to do the same thing, but there's a lot of meat on the leg.
Yeah, there's a lot of leg, man.
Yeah, I just think it'd be tough to bite through bone at all.
Well, obviously one person figured it out. I got a whole law written.
No disguises for teachers. Again, this comes from Buhoff Law, and it's the weird Washington State laws. In Washington State, it is illegal for teachers to wear a disguise, mask, or hood in public. This law may have been enacted to prevent teachers from inciting fear or confusion among the students or the general public.
Okay.
So how many teachers got in trouble over the weekend?
Yeah, exactly. What do you do on Halloween?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Mm-hmm.
And what counts as the disguise? You know, if I wear a witch's hat, is that officially a disguise? If I wear just a mustache, how far into the disguise do I need to go before it's against the law?
To me, it's only a disguise if people you know do not realize it's you.
Okay.
Because that's what we call it dress up.
True enough.
Right? If I know, like, Miles can put on blah, 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 I'm like, but I know it's Miles. So you're not in disguise. You're just dressed up.
It's amazing.
If Miles rolls in here and I'm like, who the hell is this guy? I go, okay, that's a disguise.
Yep. It's amazing what just face paint will do.
Oh, sure.
Because last year at the Halloween Hullabaloo, our friend Jen Richards, she did this like Day of the Dead face paint.
Yeah,
thing.
the Mexican like sugar skull.
And when she showed up, she would, hey, good to see you. And I was like, I don't know who you are. I straight up, it took me forever to figure out who she was. Again, these are weird Washington laws. No racing contests. No racing.
Yeah, that's work.
While drag racing is generally illegal in most places, Washington State takes it a step further by explicitly prohibiting driving or racing any vehicle in a speed contest. The law aims to deter reckless driving and ensure road safety.
And man, oh man, everyone is taking that to heart.
They really have. You guys ever been stopped by somebody on I-5 that's going to race?
No.
Oh, God.
Oh, like when they're trying to line it up with the other person?
Exactly. So what they'll do, especially on a two-lane free portion of I-5, two cars will come side by side, and they will intentionally slow down to about 30 miles an hour on I-5 right next to each other, pissing everybody behind them off, and then they take off and go.
Okay.
And it's like, okay.
Come on, driving down to Portland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Good job, guys. Good job. No X-ray specs. It is unlawful to sell or advertise X-ray specs or any device claiming to have X-ray vision capabilities in Washington State. State likely passed this law to protect consumers from fraudulent claims and scams because they don't exist.
Well, also, they were marketed to children.
Right.
Like in the back of comic books. It's like my dad's reading the New York Times, and it's like, hey, babe, look at this. I got X-ray glasses.
I'm going to get some.
It was for children.
Right.
I like the idea of your dad. Like, you'd have to be like, Dad, are you all right? I think we should get these. X-ray glasses?
6 to 8 weeks delivery. Let's do that.
Let's do it, man.
All right, what do you read?
Yeah.
No buying meat on Sundays. This law stems from an attempt by old legislators to prevent commercial activities on Sundays. Meat is one commodity the law prohibits stores from selling on this day of rest, though you certainly can find meat for sale on Sunday in every grocery store across the state.
That is correct. Sure got there and shut them down.
The fact that it's here, like, it's still on the books.
You know why? Because leave it, because no one's ever going to enforce it.
Right. Until we need to.
Right.
That's when that's an Al Capone law right there.
One of those, yeah. Yeah, we got you for buying meat on Sunday.
That's right. You know that's actually against the law? Buying meat, by the way, not selling it.
Well, it's almost...
When you think about it, it's not illegal to sell it. It's illegal to buy it.
But technically, you can't sell anything that someone's not buying.
Yeah.
So you're not breaking the law, but if you buy this meat that I should not be selling, you've broken the law.
I'm going to sell you this cocaine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But if you buy it,
that's on you.
If you start using it, that's on you, dude.
Weird Washington laws. No lollies in cars.
Can't have a lollipop
What's a lolly?
in a car.
Lollipop, yeah.
Really?
Washington State prohibits driving with a lollipop in your mouth. The logic behind this law may relate to the potential distraction caused by having something in your mouth while operating a vehicle.
But you can still have your puppy on your lap.
Yeah, right.
I'll say this, though. If you get into an accident and the airbag deploys,
oh, yeah,
that might be the worst thing to have in your mouth.
No kidding, dude.
It would seem odd. I don't know. Driving around with a lollipop in my mouth.
I don't know. Like a good blow pop or something?
Yeah, like I chew gum, but I don't know. It seemed weird just driving and sucking on a lollipop.
Sucking a lolly. Trying to find how many licks it takes.
Yeah.
I got a lot of time to kill in this car.
Better suck on this lollipop.
No whaling on Sunday.
Oh, Marley's out.
Sunday. Okay.
According to the law originating from the 1800s, it is illegal to engage in whale hunting or whaling on Sundays in Washington state. While whale hunting is not a common activity in modern times, this law reminds us of the state's history and maritime traditions.
I'm pretty sure it's illegal anyway, right?
Yeah.
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 On any day of the week.
Weird Washington laws, not sleeping in another person's outhouse. While it makes sense to have laws regulating how far outhouses should be from sleeping spaces, Washington outlaws sleeping in another person's outhouse without their consent. You must get permission before taking a nap or staying overnight in another's outhouse on their property.
Wouldn't that just be trespassing?
Yeah.
Like, can I sleep on your front porch? Is that okay?
Wherever.
Yeah.
Right.
But I could sleep in my outhouse overnight.
You can sleep in your own house.
Just not thrills.
Correct.
Yeah.
Unless you have his express permission.
No.
All right.
Okay.
Can I use it, period?
Yes.
Well, sure. You just can't sleep, dude.
That's why I was over there yesterday morning.
Think Ted's in the outhouse again.
Just dropping one.
Hey, I was
It's always good
gross
when you're walking home from a neighborhood, you're all, kind of needing to go real bad. And you see a honey bucket at a house under construction, whatever, and you open the door and it opened.
Yes.
I'm going to pee in here.
Refraining from appearing in public if you have the common cold. This law makes it a misdemeanor offense to expose anyone in public to a contagious or infectious disease, which can include the common cold. Though authorities do not usually enforce this law because they don't know, it is still active, and technically you might face a fine for heading out of your house with a cold in Washington state.
I mean, that is a good rule in general.
In general, yeah.
Like, if you know you're sick, don't go out and get other people sick.
Right. Just don't. And that'll leave you with this last and final weird law that's in Washington. You cannot harass the big guy. Bigfoot.
Oh, yeah. I've actually heard that.
This is one of the most well-known weird laws in Washington state in the scenic county of Skamania, located in Washington state. And an unusual law is in the place to protect the legendary creature known as Bigfoot, or Sasquatch, which people believe resides in the PNW. The statute explicitly prohibits any hunting, killing, or harassment of Bigfoot and other yet-to-be-discovered
I think Washington State has the number one sightings in any state.
I believe
That's
so.
why they have the laws. There's actually, if you end up killing a Bigfoot, It is a 5-year prison sentence.
Yes.
And I believe a $10,000 fine.
And you can't also get fined for saying, hey, nice ass.
That's crazy. There's a fine for killing a Bigfoot. We don't even know if it's real.
Exactly.
He is real. He's been seen here.
That here in Arkansas.
I know.
Those
are the weird ones.
He gets around. A judge in Arizona has resigned after a cop found her doing something, quote, disgusting. Miles?
What was the disgusting thing she was doing?
Tell about it at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50 in the meantime. Have we made it to drinking time?
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve at Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast WNEM Channel 5, serving Saginaw, Midland, and Flint, Michigan. Now, like local TV stations across the country, WNEM, they reminded viewers this past Saturday to turn back their clocks 1 hour for daylight savings time. And basically, they just posted the words, turn your clock back 1 hour tonight. Now, unfortunately, they misspelled the word clock. Forgetting the letter L. Yeah. So there's a screenshot.
Turn it back, dude.
Dude, yeah. And so it's just up on the screen. It says, turn your
clock back.
Yeah, turn your clock back 1 hour tonight. But again, I forgot the letter L. So entertaining stuff. And I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah.
Are you looking at it?
No, just don't Google that. It just was all porn. Or I put it in Twitter. It was just all porn. I thought, no.
Yep.
They're literally turning those things back on. Yeah.
Turn that back.
Yeah, I thought it was just going to be that sign for
It's called a tuck.
Yeah.
Like a Daffy Duck cartoon.
It really is.
Turning the gun right back on.
Oh, damn. Don't shoot me with that thing.
So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies.
Down the hola bajola. All right, let's get a contest online for Profile This Now. 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
In communities across the country, hourly Amazon employees earn an average of over $23 an hour, with opportunities to grow their career and their paycheck. Learn more at aboutamazon.com.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
At Lowe's, this Veterans Day and every day, verified military members, veterans, and their spouses get automatic silver status in My Lowe's Rewards with free standard shipping, plus 10% off eligible purchases with no annual limit. It's one way we honor and give back to those who have served and still do. Learn more now at Lowe's.com/military. 10% discount can't be combined with another offer. Exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Subject to change.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What if comparing car insurance rates was as easy as putting on your favorite podcast? With Progressive, it is. Just visit the Progressive website to quote with all the coverages you want. You'll see Progressive's direct rate, then their tool will provide options from other companies so you can compare. All you need to do is choose the rate and coverage you like. Quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Comparison rates not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Your cold is coming. Your cold is coming. When you feel a cold coming, shorten it with Zicam, the #1 cold shortening brand.
Oh, no, not before my big trip.
The big trip you've been planning is coming up, and so is your cold. But Zicam can shorten your cold and get you back to planning sooner.
Thanks, Revere.
We really should keep Zicam in the house.
Shorten your cold with Zicam.
Take it from America's most revered messenger. Shorten your cold at the first sign with cold shortening products from Zicam, the #1 cold shortening brand. Available in stores or see where to buy at Zicam.com.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
At Lowe's, this Veterans Day and every day, verified military members, veterans, and their spouses get automatic silver status in My Lowe's Rewards with free standard shipping, plus 10% off eligible purchases with no annual limit. It's one way we honor and give back to those who have served and still do. Learn more now at lowes.com/military. 10% discount can't be combined with another offer. Exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Throwhill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Anthony. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola.
All right, Anthony, you understand how this here game is played?
Sure do.
Fantastic. You have your choice today of one of 3 stories. Today we offer you the wonderful world of drugs. We have Animalized This, where you guess the animal responsible for causing the problem. And finally today, we have Seriously, where you guess the petty conflict that led to violence.
Oh, let's go with Animalize This.
All right, a pet got loose from its owner at a Spirit Halloween store in Texas and then spent more than 30 minutes avoiding capture. Arlene Pinkston said that she and her daughters were shopping at the Halloween store in Plano when they spotted the animal. Spirit Halloween employee Jimmy Harris, he said the critter was apparently spooked by an animatronic display and then it ran away from its owner. He said, quote, "It was entertaining. A lot of people just stood and watched it for like 30 minutes. We had kids trying to catch it." A Plano police officer responded to the store toward the end of the animal's time on the loose. Eventually, a cookie was offered to the animal by the owner and was able to gain control of it. So the question is, what kind of pet was this cookie-eating creature? Was it a monkey? Was it a pig? Was it a parrot? Or was it a ferret? So monkey, pig, parrot, or ferret?
Oh, man. Ted, what do you think?
I don't know. I like the way you kind of rhyme parrot and ferret.
No, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
It's a gift I have.
So it's a half hour. It's in the store.
Yes.
I mean, logically, it's got to be a parrot or a monkey because they could get up higher. But because of the cookie, I'll go monkey.
Monkey.
Do you know what kind of cookie it was, Thrill?
I do not.
Anthony, I'm going to go parrot.
I think I'm gonna go with Ted. Monkey.
Monkeys.
Monkey Brothers.
Okay.
Monkey boys are back.
What got loose in the Spirit Halloween store in Texas? Monkey, pig, parrot, or ferret? We'll let you know next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to The Men's Room.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
At Lowe's, this Veterans Day and every day, verified military members, veterans, and their spouses get automatic silver status in My Lowe's Rewards with free standard shipping, plus 10% off eligible purchases with no annual limit. It's one way we honor and give back to those who have served and still do. Learn more now at lowes.com/military. 10% discount can't be combined with another offer. Exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
Category is analyze this on Profile This. Peg on Loose in a Spirit Halloween store in Texas. Loose for about 30 minutes. Kids were actually trying to help wrangle the thing in.
Yeah.
And eventually, because of a cookie, the animal was caught. Question is, what was the animal? Monkey, pet, parrot, or ferret?
And that is the question that we asked you, Anthony. Let us start with Miles Montgomery. You went with a parrot. It was not.
It just seemed logical. You have the parrot on the shoulder, you walk into the store, it flies off, whatever.
And then, Ted, you went with a monkey specifically because a cookie was used to coerce it. And, Anthony, you agreed with Ted that it was a monkey. And you're
a monkey.
A freaking monkey.
Yeah, well, the monkey can climb up stuff, too. It'd be hard to get him down.
When are you allowed to bring a monkey into a store?
It's Texas, Plano, Texas. Who knew, man? Yeah, so the thing got spooked. And the only I saw one still picture. It's like on top of the shelves.
Yeah.
Just kind of looking down. But, I mean, the shelves are like 15 feet tall. No one could get that.
I would not feel confident grabbing a monkey or having my child near one.
That was my thought. And I'm like, oh, the kids are trying to grab it. Like, that monkey would rip you apart, man.
Also, put that monkey on a leash, dude.
Something. Jesus.
Now, for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right. Your choices today, you got the Jimmys,
Fallon and Kimmel,
Seth Meyers, Stephen Colbert, Weekend Update, Bill Maher, or Ted Smith.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
It is right there. The title is guys have teams and talents writer or something come up with monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke and from whom, or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
An 80-year-old woman set the record for oldest female to hike the Appalachian Trail and also record for the most circling vultures.
SNL.
Yeah, we can know.
Weekend Update.
An 80-year-old woman set a record for oldest female to hike the Appalachian Trail and also the record for most circling vultures.
The case against Sean Diddy Combs has taken yet another dark turn as it revealed that he eats his cheeseburgers with applesauce on top of them. Applesauce on top of a burger? I say give him 10 more years just for that.
Fallon.
Ted Smith.
Smith! Hey, he can't get applesauce on his burger.
God.
Some public toilets in China make you watch an ad for toilet paper. And this is just part of the new trend of making us watch commercials while streaming.
SNL.
Seth.
Bill Maher.
Stop saying that it's dystopian that some public toilets in China, yes, this is true, make you watch an ad in order to get the toilet paper. This is just part of the new trend of making us watch commercials while streaming.
I want to add ads to my life.
What's that?
I want to add commercials to my life.
What do you mean?
So like if you're at my house and you're like, hey, can I get another piece of pizza? I'm like, oh.
You got to watch 15-second
watch
ad,
this
bro.
quick ad. You know, or you're like, hey, are we doing
diabetes?
Are we doing anything tonight? Like, got to watch this ad.
Before I can even answer.
Yeah. Prince Andrew has been stripped of his royal title of prince due to his involvement with Jeffrey Epstein. And Andrew says the only way he can become prince again is if he gets a kiss from a young princess.
SNL.
Bill Maher.
SNL.
Prince Andrew has been stripped of his royal title of prince due to his involvement with Jeffrey Epstein. And Andrew says he can only become prince again if he gets a kiss from a young princess.
What a great weekend for sports.
Oh, for sure.
I talk all the time how it's the greatest time of year. You got basically every sport you can imagine is going, right? Even the NASCAR people. NASCAR wrapped up this weekend. Saw Kyle Larson won that one. But yeah, and for baseball, we were talking about it last week. It did seem a little quick. There was only one day in between for travel day.
Yeah.
But good for them scheduling it because Saturday evening, I mean, there was still some college football on, but Utah was whooping up on Cincinnati.
Same thing with the LCS.
Yeah.
Same exact day spread situation.
Good job out of them. Saturday night, you had Game 7, ends up going extra innings, and then the Dodgers did walk it off, though.
World Series could end on one swing in either direction. Home run wins it for the Blue Jays. Ground ball wins it for the Dodgers. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Kirk bounces one up the middle, backs to the bag, over the fence to beat the champ. You gotta knock him out. The Dodgers stand tall and win back.
I'll be honest with you. I thought that game was over a couple times.
Yeah, for sure.
I did not think, right? Top of the ninth, I was like, holy cow.
I could not believe it.
And then there was a couple situations with the Blue Jays. I mean, 0 or 1 out, guys on second and third. I was like, they're not getting out of this. They got out of the innings.
Oh, no.
And Dodgers did the same thing. They had
Couple of times.
I want to say bases
Loaded
juiced,
bases. Yeah.
no outs. And somehow the Blue Jays got it out of those innings.
It was a great series.
It was.
It really, really was, man.
Right, and good for baseball. I read an article today. It said that Game 7, just crazy ratings and this and that. And
sure.
I would still think baseball is probably the number 2 sport behind football. But
I thought NBA was.
Not on Saturday.
That was the thing. They were comparing the ratings for the finals, and the baseball ones just kind of were much higher than the NBA ones.
Okay.
I think NBA, and we'll go through, I'll talk about this in June. The NBA struggles, frankly, because so many of those dudes are just giant and awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So they just don't run your standard kind of set offenses. They don't have to pass the ball as much.
Don't have to play.
So some people, just don't like the game right now, which is tough. But yeah, for baseball, I thought that was a massive win. And I'll be honest with you, as a sports geek, that was great, man. You had college football on all Saturday long.
It's our boy Ken Rosenthal at the end of the broadcast.
Yep.
I pulled my son in. I said, hey, man, since you were asking me, I said, so the nickname Thrill, that guy that's on TV now, he gave it to me. My son was very unimpressed.
Oh, yeah.
Good. He's like, I thought it'd be like a big, giant black dude that used to play football. I'm like, pretty much the exact opposite of that.
Here's my question for you, Ted. Not that anybody's not really paying attention, but they just seem to be just exhausted from the Mariners season. Now the baseball's over. Are people going to start paying attention to what the Seahawks are doing?
So that's the other thing. Seahawks looked great last night on national TV. The biggest issue the Seahawks have, frankly, is that the division is good. The Niners won again. I didn't pick them this week. The Rams look like they're just rolling. We'll see what happens tonight with the Cardinals there, and the Cowboys. But you're not really worried about it. But I think definitely the national attention has come on to the Seahawks now and been like, all right.
I mean, you go 17 for 17 in the first half. You got to go, that's pretty special.
I mean, that game was never really close last night.
Not at all.
It's just right. And I had talked about it for a couple of years. Given McDonald's background, you knew the defense was going to get good, right?
Sure.
Second half of last year, they started playing better. But the offense last night impressed the hell out of me. I was like, holy cow, it was a good balance. And look, Mike and I were talking about in the office. Ryan Grubb, when he was at University of Washington, I loved him. I think he was just, last year, one day he'll coach in the NFL. I think it was just too early to make that jump for him.
Right.
So he's back down there with DeBoer. Unfortunately, got Alabama rolling again. So, I just think Kubiak's offense, you have the right pieces. Geno Smith looks like he fell off a shelf once we let go of him.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold, it's hard, as I was talking, a lot of my friends were giving me crap last night. So my buddy Alex, who played in college, coached high school ball, he knows ball. And I was like, they don't ask Darnold to do too much. And he's like, dude, he's 17 for 17. No matter what you're asking him to do, he's getting it done.
Also,
he is good.
People don't think about this stuff, but, teams practice regionally. And they do so in the preseason, before preseason even starts. Typically, the Ravens will play the Commanders.
Mm-hmm.
And McDonald knows.
And the Eagles.
Their offense and their defense, they practice for 2 weeks together at the beginning of the year, just to scrimmage each other, just to run simulations, to do all that
stuff. Right, you have joint practices,
Yeah, they do. So when you're with that team every single day, you kind of know them, even if they change a player here or there.
Sure.
So he knows their system.
Well, his wife's from Northern Virginia, so I'm sure that's good bragging rights at the house.
Oh, God, yeah.
that was part of what I was talking about when I was with him. But yeah, Seahawks look great, and you're right. And you know what? Shout out to the Huskies, who finally got ranked after a bye week.
Yeah.
The Cougs. Damn.
Yeah.
That's just bad. I don't know. I mean, there's no other way to really. Especially, you went down to Ole Miss, and I know that was a trap game for Ole Miss at home, but Oregon State's not that good.
No, we celebrate the wins, Ted. We take the wins.
See, y'all haven't been celebrating much.
At some point, you just get too drunk to where you don't notice the losses.
Yeah, I know. I just was like, damn, because last year they were competitive. This year they're just not.
Nope.
But yeah, and again, if you're a Husky fan. Your only 2 losses this year were Ohio State at home, which is fine. They're still the number 1 team in the nation. And then at Michigan.
Right.
So, I think the Huskies are right to be ranked in the top 25. They'll still be cruising.
Good for that,
man. There was a sports reporter from Canada who basically on Sportsnet to basically curse on Canada Sportsnet after Game 7. He said, quote, "It's going to sound like sour grapes. I don't really give an S. I think the better team did not win this series. Now,
I don't think anybody in Canada cared.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
well, you could look at hits and this and that, guys left on base, and I could see where you could make that argument, but it's very tough that it doesn't look like sour grapes.
No,
like,
he's frustrated.
The better team didn't win. It's like, well, there's a reason you play the game, and we figured it out, and they won over 7 games.
It's like, right, you get 7 games.
And they were so matched throughout those 7 games.
Absolutely.
There was never a time where it was like, oh, man, here they come now. Like, no, this was a dogfight for all 7 games. So it's like, can you really say with confidence that the better team didn't win?
Not with confidence, but with bitterness.
Right.
You know.
And look, I mean, I get you don't. I went back and forth, right? I wanted the Blue Jays to win on Friday because I wanted to see a Game 7, and I stick by the theory: the team that beat you, you want to win the World Series, right? Yeah. But on the same token, I don't know, the American in me Saturday night, I'm like, come on, Dodgers, don't let Canada have this. But at the end of the day, I didn't really have a dog in that fight.
No, I didn't either.
But it was so awesome, right? I think I was saying earlier, like I got my little bedroom TV put in front of my fireplace that had college football on that, and then the big screen, we had the Major League Baseball going. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe we all lucked out and just kind of had a low-key Saturday. I feel like everybody I talked to was like, I watched that game.
Absolutely, beginning to end, man. And honestly, I would say in my life, this has probably been my favorite World Series to watch. As far as really not knowing who's going to win. And like you said, every game's super competitive. They're going to extra innings. You're like, okay, this is what baseball wants in a World Series, right?
Yeah, just great for the sport.
Mm-hmm. It really, really was.
Right. Especially when you have...
But I do hate the Dodgers. Just putting that out there.
I'm with you.
I've just never liked them, right?
Right. So, and I just feel like they're one of those teams that you just would never cheer for them. They spend all the money. Plus, like, they're L.A.
I was getting a little bit tired of seeing all these celebrities nonstop. Not that, like, just go and enjoy the game like everybody else. I don't need to keep seeing you. Like, I get it, Jason Bateman. You're there. You're trying to look like Ed Vedder. We know. We got it.
Bateman is a huge sports guy, so I'm fine with him. Also, too, it's not like they're being chosen. They just keep showing them.
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? Like Taylor Swift's, like she even came out and said, like, they don't need to show me all the time. I get why they do, but there's nothing I can do about that. You know, and I think it's one of those things. But you're right. You do forget. You're like, why are these celebrities here? Then it's like, well, it is L.A.
It's L.A. and they have the money.
Right. Like if the Royals are good, was
current Mahomes.
Well, right, he'll be there. But Paul Rudd, he's kind of famous from being from Kansas City.
I was going to say, who's from Kansas City?
There's a few of them. Who's the one comedian? He was in the Marine Corps.
Riggle.
Right, Rob Riggle's from there, and they do like a comedy. So, like, you're right. Like it's Seattle, right?
Who do we get in Seattle? Who's because in Baltimore for the Ravens, it's always Michael Phelps.
We'll get Chris Pratt out here. We got
Adam Ray.
Adam Ray. What's his name? Shoot, I like him. He's from Tacoma. He was in The Walking Dead. He was in the latest season of The Boys.
Oh, Jeffrey Dean Anderson.
Morgan.
Yeah.
He always shows up.
He's aggressive.
Yes, he is.
I like him on Twitter. He's just like basically like Seahawks are the ass. Everybody else can suck it. Like
he's a huge Seahawks fan.
And like for the Mariners, you got to trot out Marchand sometimes. Like, there's just some people, but you're right. In L.A. because it's L.A.
Celebrities.
Like here's Andy Garcia in the press box or whatever. I'm like Andy Garcia. He's still there.
Chelsea Green.
Yeah, I think Andy Garcia gets a pass just because of Godfather movies.
Pretty much.
I mean, he's been in a bunch of other stuff,
but it's the Godfather movies.
Right. That guy shows up, you let him in. All right, this is kind of interesting. There's a guy, and it became news, and it's TV news, because he was on Law & Order for like 2 episodes, right? But other than that, basically, him and his wife, they stopped the abduction of a 19-year-old woman off the street. They're on their way home from dinner in Jersey City Heights. They said they saw a man trying to convince a woman to leave with them. The woman was 19, appeared drunk, didn't know the guy. She tried to get away from him. He picks her up, put us over his shoulder. Basically, George and his wife stepped in, chased the guy off, stuck around, gave a statement to the cops. I don't know how it turns thing. But basically, it got a lot of attention. First of all, great for them.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, good job helping out a woman that needs some assistance. But it was only in 2 episodes. They're like, he's from Law & Order. It's like, he was in 2 episodes in 2004.
And the show's been on for how long?
Yeah. In 2008, he played a court officer.
Didn't even have a speaking part.
I know. So I'm like, I don't know that counts as like an actor from the show.
Yeah, from Law & Order.
And then if you watch MTV at all, you know that you've seen ridiculousness on there.
Ah, yeah.
It finally got canceled. It lasted 15 years, 46 seasons.
Jeez.
So how many seasons are they pumping into one
We probably interviewed Diedrich about the time he started that show.
He was, because he was on Fantasy Factory. He was
right, because we were not talking about that show when he was on our show.
Correct.
Oh, God.
That ends in 2026. Basically, MTV stopped making the show. New episodes will continue to air into the new year. MTV says they're wants to return to shows that are more like the stuff they did in the early day, more experimental stuff. But their lineup still includes The Challenge, RuPaul's Drag Race, Jersey Shore Family Vacation.
Yeah, they just played the living hell out of ridiculousness, so it got stale for everybody.
Pretty much.
And you know what? Usually it's like in the spring or summer, there's not football on. Sometimes you get caught on a day just watching something. You put on Ridiculous. It's hard to turn it off.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a good show, but you're right. I don't know how many of those
They played it for hours on end, which I liked it. Like, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed ridiculousness, but yeah, it doesn't shock me that they played it until it got stale.
Yeah.
You got some Monday Night Football with the Cowboys hosting the Cardinals, also on FS1.
My brother
Fox
doing
Sports.
that game.
Yeah.
Oh, and then on Fox Sports 1, you will have the second game of the playoffs for the your Seattle Sounders FC.
Thank you, Ted. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. Flamingo in England says the hell with it, jumps the fence, and is now on the run. Meanwhile, a lethal sea creature is watching up on beaches, and to touch it would not be fun. Stolen dinosaur ends up perched on a Montana mountaintop. A judge resigns after being in public and taking a plop. And a man breaks the world record for catching an ice cream scoop in a cone. Well, from 55 feet away, it's time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my cock.
All right, our top story. We go to Arizona, where they are now short a judge. A local judge resigned from her position after she was found by a local cop having quite the night in a place that's commonly referred to as Whiskey Row.
Oh.
Side note, I want to go. The officer noticed the judge violating the law outside of the courthouse where she worked and approached her, his body cam catching the whole thing on tape. When he began conducting his investigation, the judge's husband stepped in to intervene and refused to yield when officers instructed him to back away, causing him to be placed under arrest as well. The judge shortly thereafter issued a notice of her resignation to the public, citing recent events, which caused a little confusion to constituency until they saw the body cam footage featuring the judge urinating in public outside of the courthouse shortly before she had puked nearby as well.
Why wouldn't she just go and... Well, I guess she was hammered.
Pretty much. That's all it is. She was just wasted. She yacked. I have to pee. And then she let it out there, too.
And she was drinking at a bar called Whiskey Row?
No, I think it's an area called Whiskey Row.
All right. Because somebody has a bar. One of the country guys. I've been to one of them.
Ah, okay.
It's called Whiskey Row.
Whiskey Row. In other news, it can't be a Halloween weekend without folks pulling a couple pranks here and there. And we go to Bozeman for the latest. They've got a Sinclair branch in the area, the gas station chain that features a large green fiberglass brontosaurus out front, which is ripe for the mischievous picking. At around 3:30 in the morning, the dinosaur was stolen from the local station, but was found the next morning by hikers on a local mountain trail, which found it unharmed, overlooking the valley while on the hilltop, which is pretty funny. They snapped a couple photos and called the proper people to come and retrieve it. They said that while the prank gave them a laugh, they'd like to not see it happen again. Which
it's probably going to happen every year now,
right? But they also have to say it like, let's not do this. I understand it was funny.
They got to say. I'm convinced that next year, like every Halloween, this dinosaur is going to disappear somewhere, be unharmed, but just in a different location.
And I hope that it does maintain not being harmed. Look, I am all for a harmless prank, and that is a perfect harmless prank. It is mildly annoying and inconvenient to the gas station. The dinosaur is fine.
Well, you know what?
Nothing got broken.
I'm with Thrill, though. I just wouldn't have said, hey, let's not do this every year.
Because I feel like you just planted the seed.
Yeah.
Hey, man, let's do this every year. Did they ever find the guy who was, quote-unquote, defacing artwork, I believe, in Portland? Because he kept putting googly eyes and everything.
Oh, he turned himself in.
Did he?
Oh,
it
no.
was hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it's vandalism to a degree, but every time you looked at a picture of what this guy did, it was hysterical.
Yes.
So it's like, yeah, you committed a crime.
Vandalism.
Like, kind of like nobody cares.
Come on.
But it's illegal. Yeah.
Over to Wales, where even the beaches aren't safe. Locals have been warned about an uptick of Portuguese man-o'-war that have been washing up on shore. The warnings come due to the fact that that even when they're washed up dead on the shore, they can still deliver a painful sting from their tentacles, even if they've been severed from the body.
Cool.
Yeah. Stings can cause painful welts, blisters, and in some severe cases, fever, shock, or potential complications with the heart and lungs. Some may even experience allergic reactions that could be fatal. They're urging those that are stung to rinse it off in seawater, not fresh water, or in as hot of water as possible for 30 minutes. Don't
30 minutes.
Don't pee on them.
What did you tell me a Portuguese man of war was? Because it's not a jellyfish.
It is.
There we go. Cool. Like a hydro
something a zoid. Hang on, I gotta look for it.
Yeah, something to end with zoid.
Right.
Freakazoid.
Pretty much, dude. And it's not technically often mistaken for a jellyfish.
It looks like a jellyfish.
It looks like a jellyfish.
But
Right.
it's a hydro whatever bazoid, right? So
Yeah.
are there other hydro blah 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 bazoids?
Probably, but none that anybody care about or know because it's not the lethal one like the Portuguese man of war. I don't know. Still over the water, a sanctuary in England is asking for the public's help. They've reportedly lost one of their assets, a teenage flamingo that somehow flew up and out of her enclosure in spite of having her wings clipped.
What?
They're working to get her back into their care as the area presents plenty of danger by way of local predators. They say, however, that if she's near water, she should be fine. They're asking for anybody that's sponsored to come forward. Help us find her flamingo, please.
You'll know it when you see it because it's the flamingo you're looking at.
The flamingo in England, right.
Look, I found it, dude.
There it is.
Different one.
I found it.
Hey, mate, you think that's the one?
Had its wings clipped and flew out anyway. That's impressive.
Right. Which, I know they're like freaking huge, so if it's not tall enough, it could just probably jump out of the doggone enclosure.
I guess.
Going back to the Portuguese man of war, it's a marine hydrozoan.
All right.
me
What is
see.
it related to? That's what I'm curious to know.
Hydrozoa.
Because it looks like a jellyfish, but it says it's not a jellyfish.
Is
Yeah.
a taxonomic class of individually very small predatory animals, some solitary and some colonial, most of which inhabit saline water.
Okay.
I don't know. There you go. Example, the Portuguese man of war, the fire coral, and the hydroids.
The hydroids.
Hydroids.
I'm sure they're lethal. It just sounds silly.
So it is actually a coral. No,
Really?
because the fire corals are not true corals either.
Jesus Christ. All right.
They
That's
are
because the
marine
Portuguese man of war is actually Brazilian.
Hydrozoans. That's why it's naked.
I've never seen one wearing clothes.
That's why it's just all bare there, man. But just in case those stories have a bad taste in your mouth.
Thankfully, there's good news.
Thank you. We go to Idaho, where a man continues to describe his name in the history books. He's broken over 300 Guinness World Records and has just chalked up another one that you wouldn't think about every day or ever. He teamed up with a YouTuber to break the world record for farthest ice cream scoop, toss and catch.
Okay.
All right.
They got the necessary paperwork filed and taped the event where one of the two launched the scoop from an actual scoop.
Okay.
Actually took that and just kind of like a chuck it and launched it a grand total of 55 feet into the waiting cone of our serial Guinness World.
Is this a one-shot deal, or do they try this like 100 times?
They tried it multiple times.
Okay.
Because he keeps trying to catch it, but he can't quite get it right on the cone.
Right.
So in order to catch it, he actually caught it behind himself.
Right, you got to move your hand back because of the velocity.
Right, he had to slow down with it.
How did he not think of that before he goes catching ice cream scoops?
And even then, what he had in there was some ice cream. I wouldn't call that a damn scoop.
All right.
You see what he had in there? Like
No,
it didn't breach the top of the doggone cone.
Okay.
It was a slice of ice cream from the doggone thing.
That's not as impressive.
Like, you got to be ready to sacrifice if you're going to do this, man. Slow on the buttons. Men's Room Sports, NCAA basketball is back. You've got games on ESPN+, TNT, and Big Ten Network. You've also got NBA Hoops on NBA Network. Monday Night Football between Arizona and Dallas is underway over on ABC and ESPN. Yes, featuring Adrian Hill as your referee. As far as your weather, cloudy and a low of 44 tonight. They're expecting a cloudy day to look forward to tomorrow with a high of 56. There's it for headlines with that. Mike Hawk is out.
Thank you, sir. We'll see you next time. We're going to sit and spin with the top 10 songs of the 21st century. Lovely Jolene is coming up next.
Yes, indeed, it's all true, but in the meantime, well, we be all about this biatch. So until tomorrow, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network. Oh, man! A Double Flush production.
To remind you that 60% of sales on Amazon come from independent sellers, here's John from Devil Dog Pet Company.
We run our family business from Sterling Heights, Michigan, but we can reach customers all over the country thanks to Amazon. Good boy.
Shop small business on Amazon.
At Lowe's, this Veterans Day and every day, verified military members, veterans, and their spouses get automatic silver status in My Lowe's Rewards with free standard shipping, plus 10% off eligible purchases with no annual limit. It's one way we honor and give back to those who have served and still do. Learn more now at lowes.com/military. 10% discount can't be combined with another offer. Exclusions, terms, and conditions apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
Is your business ready for what's next? Think about where you want to be in 3 years, 5 years, 10. Growth isn't about numbers. It's having the right specialist by your side. Moss Adams and Baker Tilly have joined forces to create a remarkable new organization. It's one advisory firm with resources, expertise, and vision built specifically to serve the middle market to help you get to what's next. Learn how Baker Tilly can help your business pursue its vision of success. Visit bakertilly.com/combo.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive. Most of you aren't just listening right now. You're driving, cleaning, and even exercising. But what if you could be saving money by switching to Progressive? Drivers who save by switching save nearly $750 on average. And auto customers qualify for an average of 7 discounts. Multitask right now. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National average 12-month savings of $744 by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive between June 2022 and May 2023. Potential savings will vary. Discounts not available in all states and situations.
Ark Raiders, a multiplayer extraction adventure game where most of humanity shelters underground. But raiders rise to the surface in search of something greater. In the Rust Belt, danger isn't the end of the story. It's the beginning of the adventure. Every journey above ground is a gamble against the relentless machines of Ark and rival raiders chasing the same dream. Explore a lethal yet vibrant world scarred by old conflicts and reclaimed by nature, where shifting conditions make every high-stakes run unpredictable. Ark Raiders. Available now on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC. Rated T for Teen.